And we're recording. Cool. Get ready, I can do the old yay.
Yay.
And welcome back to 24 to Hit, the show where these guys end up face down in the dirt more often than not. Again, we have returned. Everyone now at level 5, I believe. We'll just go around. What class level did you take?
I upgraded into level 4 of fighter and took the mobility feat.
Ah, yes.
So now I'm agile. Now
Just 7 years younger.
yeah. So being from my early 30s down to my mid 20s, I'm a lot more mobile.
Excellent. Mr. Deadeye.
Deadeye slid further into the shadows, being a very crafty boy, and took a second level in Rogue. My actions will be very cunning.
Miss Nix'aa. We did it last night.
I don't know we did. Anyway, I took the spell sniper. Is that what I'm saying?
Yes. So now what do you have access to?
Now, I'm not sure if you guys have heard of this. But, you know, I think it's really good. I managed to get my hands on that Eldritch Blast.
Oh. Of course you did.
Yeah.
Miss Karou. You just took a little bit.
We got rid of the phone. Yes.
Important. Hey, I think
We can come back to that.
you do have one diamond, I believe.
Yeah, we kind of need that after how many of us nearly died.
Yeah. We're a little spot.
So we've come out on the other side. We can now live.
Well,
Like
a little bit. It's Elanna.
I got and rope trick.
Oh, God.
What?
Oh, no.
Did you say?
And aid. And wet.
I hate my life
Scorching
already.
rain. The whole plant. I've got so many plants.
And Mr. Malazar.
He just continued studying his necromancy. He's slowly getting there.
Does he
One
have it
more
yet,
level.
though? Does he have it?
No, he does not.
Oh, okay. You're leaving it. All
So
right.
he's just being a good student.
Good boy.
So that
Oh, I'm waiting for the day. I'm going to need a bajillion little fucking zombies and skeleton miniatures, and I'm not going to like it. I've got barely any space here as it is.
Moldar's just waiting to be old enough to turn himself into a skeleton. That is his necromancy plan.
I was getting there.
stop that prostate.
Hey, like I said before, imagine if the aging thing hit him in reverse. Ooh.
Actually,
Would he have died? I don't know.
we may need his prostate for something, so he needs
I don't know what your obsession with Malazar's prostate is.
No, it's for a chemical weapon.
Prostate nukes, people. It's great.
Prostate gas.
All right. When we last left off, we've left the battle map there. You guys can look at the lovely little badge.
We wanted to take pictures.
All right, you can all take pictures of it. Last we left off, you made your way further deeper into the ruined city of Narrington.
So we're laughing at your customer service voice. You can take photos, sure.
Fucking great voice.
Welcome to the vaginator.
To the back. Please keep your arms and legs inside the rifle.
You're giving me a fucking flashbacks. I still got the same part.
We probably worked.
Sure, you can take photos.
All right, I'm trying to get through, guys. Come on. You made your way deeper into the city of Narrington, finding your way to the bank, looking for the Blackmoss fortune. After outwitting the piles of mouthing eye-flesh beasts, I'll do it again. You snuck down into what could only be called a toothy sphincter, going through the flesh tunnel all the way down deep into the sewers and heart of the city. There, dear Malazar was confronted with an old teacher of his. who had turned his wife into the Vaginator, a flesh golem made
Got him on stand.
of magic and bone. In a hard-fought battle, dealing with the continual magic wild surges from this artifact in the middle of the room, heal you fell, heal you got younger, one of you exploded,
I'm still pretty good. She's viable, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie about it.
but you managed to apprehend and defeat both the Vaginator and the good old... Coming out on the other side, you identified the artifact as the first shot. The cannonball that struck the Lich in the chest and caused him to go running to wherever he is now. Thinking that this may have, been a bit of a, way to make some money. You've taken the artifact, come back up into the city, and found that the citizens, the citizens of Narragansett have started to revert back into their original forms. 50 years later.
Wait, even the powers of all of them?
No. Mostly, looking around, you've noticed that it is the intact half-mutated one. So like the girl that attacked you first, the things that threw through the windows. The gibbering mouthers, unfortunately, have all dissolved into just nasty goo piles.
Yuppie. Sucks to be done.
You're standing in the street, noticing that these people are all coming out of their buildings, their tentacles turning back into arms and hands, some of them running and hugging each other, others just crying and cowering after reliving 50 years of what could only be torment and torture.
Anyone have a therapy spell?
I don't think any of you got that subclass.
Excuse me, I've got the dad class. I can
It's
help them
called
through it.
Benson next.
Ooh.
It's okay. I've got the cheap version. So how does that make you feel?
I'll build us a couch.
You could. What are the lot of you doing?
Apparently supplying therapy.
Excellent.
Can I
Okay,
figure
now.
what's the lamp? So we said the center of the town. Was there like a fountain or something there? I don't
Back at the
recall.
beginning, you're pretty much in center square.
Yeah.
So build a bigger, more elaborate buildings, the bank, the mayor's office, town hall, stuff like that.
Okay.
And then the house that burns way back.
Alright, so there's nothing there there's nothing there I could step upon or anything like that to...
Oh, make a perception check. You've got to get up on the soapbox. Let's see if you can find the soapbox.
Got a 6.
The 6?
Oh wait, hold on, I think my possession actually... It's a 9.
A 9. You're looking around, it's mostly rubble. You probably pull a few bricks and shit into place, but nothing can really stand up on to get higher.
Okay. I'm thinking now.
This is nothing.
What about the carrying the ball?
In the bag of holding it.
It's in a bag of holding. It wouldn't be in his, because
Maybe
he
I want it.
expressed a lot. No, you made him one, remember? Oh, you've only got the one. He would not have it. He would refuse to touch it.
Can I hold it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Can I do it
Can I
around?
go back into the bank and grab a chair? Alright, I'm gonna go back to the bank and grab a
Alright,
chair.
while you're doing that, you're doing a check on it.
Is it investigation or arcana?
Whatever you want to do.
Investigation's high. Let's say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I rolled so badly. 9. And I have +7 to investigation.
It's a cannonball. The lack of a better term. It is cannonball size.
And then
Mid-range cannonball. Looking at it, it's a very bright green with swirling shadows inside it. it radiates magic from it. Even you, someone who's more mechanically inclined, can feel the energy just emanating from this orb. As you look in it, you can see the different shadows and green swirling and mixing inside. It's completely smooth. There's not a chip in it.
As I see her investigating it, I wander over it.
Oh, go for it.
Oh, I tell you what, chair back out of the bank and
I got a
with
12.
the
A 12. Again, the power emanating from this orb is immense. You, being more magically attuned, can feel the energy a lot better than she can. Roll a history check. That'll help you. 2 checks.
This is 13.
13? No. Good enough to hear, like, growing up with your father, he would have told you the tales of the war, of how the Lich came to be, came through this area, destroyed most of the town with his armies of the undead and monsters and all that. That the other kingdoms all banded together to make one grand army, but without a way to, defeat such a powerful spellcaster. No way of turning the tide. Until a group of artificers made this, which was a cannonball made from residium. Residium is the remnants of magical items that have been disenchanted. So all the magic that was entombed, enclosed in the item, just in its raw, pure form, all formed into just a fucking wild magic shot. First of its kind, it was fired directly at him, went straight through his magical wards and blew a fucking hole in his chest, causing him to scarper to who knows where. Without their leader, the armies had no direction. They broke against the onslaught of cannon fire and musket fire and fell back into what is now known as the Scarred Vale. That shot was lost until now.
Okay, so I already knew that,
Yeah.
or I now...
Most of you would know the tale. Some of you were old enough to live it.
So did my Arcana check tell us anything new?
Other than that, no. It is,
I just know it's strong boy.
it's a strong boy.
It's pretty.
So you go, it's a pretty boy. Because it's all smooth and pretty and swollen. Yeah.
No,
Pretty
it's
strong.
strong.
Yeah. It's a pretty strong boy. Strong.
You also figured out that even for a, piece of ammunition, it doesn't like conflict.
This whole purpose.
Wait, it doesn't like conflict.
It-
Like it's ethically ambiguous about it?
Its wild magic surges happened as soon as you started combat.
I've got an idea.
Cannonball.
So it
Yeah,
wants to
everybody.
end a pacifist. Like simply and
Mm. It doesn't like conflict.
There's no bickering. Nobody bigger.
Mr. Chairman, have you found one?
Yes.
You brought it back in.
I immediately get upon it.
Alright, you're up on a chair.
Not everyone. You're great.
You look great too, mate.
Fantastic. I don't know this yet. No one's told me at all. Everyone's giving me some weird looks. I just think it's something with the fire. We got burnt. Alright, we're in this limbo state. So immediately I start putting my hands up and yell out, citizens, and then I stop and realise, what's this place called again?
Narrated.
Narrative. Citizen Narrative. Come over here, please, and all this stuff, and call them all over.
Performance check.
Okay.
You should be good at that, the bard man.
I should be good at that.
You might would like to think the bard could perform. You'd hope.
Well, my kind of dad charisma might be good. 17.
Yep.
Huzzah. I should use my bloody pan flute.
It's a spell card.
Tyson haunting.
Oh, good.
Oh, I love that.
So, the people in the crowd that heard you and are
Fantastic.
willing to move start coming over, all whispering and yelling and say, "What happened? Where have we been? Killed people.
We've all killed people. We'll get past that. So, from what we know, there was a... Was he a necromancer? I'm forgetting what he is.
He was well, Dan.
You're a
What was
bit,
he?
a bit more carefree.
Yeah.
What was Ken? Was he a necromancer
He
traditionally?
was a necromancer, a follower of the Lich.
Alright. So,
A necromancer with
he seemed to be very edgy.
with great powers in transmutation. So transforming things into other things.
So citizens, you were turned due to a follow of the Lich. I don't know how long you've been like this. Looks like it's been 50 years. Anywho, so yeah,
What a good guess.
good guess. Yes. Anywho, so you've all been doing this. This is what's happened to you guys. It looks like your town has been completely ruined. So I turned an Nix'aa. Can you create water?
I feel like you're not helping them morale.
I will in a second.
Okay.
I don't think I can create water. I can just use any water that's around.
While she's looking for that, can I find any paper or ink anywhere?
Perception check. Or investigation, whatever. And
Can't I use cartographer's tools to make them?
you can't just
Yeah,
Come on,
no, it's
you can't just make paper.
water
You
that
can,
I
you can use it
see.
to make like it would have a pen in it.
I got shape of it.
22.
22 go into the back,
It's
yeah.
probably
You find some
an apple
old
somewhere,
like,
isn't it?
moldy
Straight
scraps
away.
that could be serviceable.
While
I'm trying to
doing
think if
that,
actually that's good water.
I might be making some
Bad water, because I think that would be
May I
bad,
lend
and
him
there's
10
also
hours?
provenance of what he was doing to it all.
Yeah, can't do that.
Okay. They need supplies. We need to free them water. That's what they need. There's no real water anywhere nearby. That should be good for them.
The city is on a lake, a freshwater lake.
Okay. Alright.
As long as I can see it, I
The-
can move it 5 foot.
You do recall that the area is corrupted.
He is corrupted.
But wouldn't it? Is it corrupted from him though?
You don't know yet.
Should we go check it because there's everything else? Go.
So I literally got distracted by someone else talking at the same time. Sorry, what were you saying?
No, sorry, that's not. I should have said it. No, because I was talking. Well, no, because the goopy boys disappeared when we got rid of the sorcerer man.
Yes.
So technically, if the corruption in the area was caused by him, it should also disappear because all the people perished.
Yes.
Unless there's the village or outside force.
I know, but it's just a lot of people to take over. We do that just us going down to get the water? Or?
Yeah, or like we can just go check it out and then
Oh.
tell them, like, be like, hey, by the way.
Yeah.
Do we know how to sanitize?
I have fire.
She just we'll just boil water and then like slowly give it out to the people of 100, however 100 people.
I'm not boiling 1,000
Yeah,
pints of water.
I'm
It's like,
freezing
I'm gonna get a better idea.
I'm working with what I've got right now, okay? I can't do much.
They can have 1 barrel of cleansed water, alright? I just bought someone, I'm
Should we do
tired.
like an arcana check
Selfish
to
are you?
see if
Pretty
in
selfish.
general areas, like if we can magic, like yeah, like can we see if it's like
Yeah, can
receding,
you
like if it
arcana
was
check
caused
it?
by him?
Yeah, can we do an arcana check together?
Someone can cast detect magic as a ritual.
Mother? Hello? Friend?
It's only 30 feet, what?
It's good enough.
We can carry old man.
Well, I don't know if it's worth doing. I was just saying because we don't know if the
Can't.
what did he say? The
Corruption?
corruption was caused by old maid or not. Should we check if it's receding?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think
because your character would love to know that because you've been cleansing the forest the entire time.
Yeah.
you can just be like, full
True.
like, they calm that shit. Like, just get rid of it. But ain't gonna be no forest here. Fire!
If I do it as a ritual, does it still consume a spell slot?
No. It just takes you 10 minutes to cast it.
Oh man, do I have any ritual?
Just do that while I'm talking to them and just try to make them feel good about themselves.
You just really fluff up that speech.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll start casting
Yeah.
it.
So what happened and then the badger came out of nowhere.
The crowd is just looking at you like,
I want to do with my dog.
I was like, do we know years? Do they know what year this all happened?
Oh, can we ask them, like, what year do you think it is?
Yeah, what year do you think it is?
it's been long. They know the passage of time has happened.
Well, we should tell them what year.
Yeah, we'll tell what year it is. I'm going to go into like,
What year?
I won't be able to tell them what's going on because I'm from a different...
I'll work that out.
Okay, we'll tell them Insert year here.
Yeah. Go ahead and paste. Yeah, just talk about that. Like, this is what's happening. We tell them that we came here from Blackmoss Castle.
Blackmoss.
Blackmoss. Thank you. Yeah,
You're close.
I know, but my brain doesn't think that way. So, Blackmoss Castle. We came from there. We cleanse that. Just go through like a little bit of a spiel of what's going on there. Yeah. So while that's happening, while the ritual's going on behind me, figure out what's.
Is he still in the bank?
No, I'm coming. I'm just doing stuff with my posters. Just.
Oh,
Just,
I-
No, I'm not gonna say. I'm just waiting.
we can see, like,
Okay.
see you walk around, like, okay, just try not to get distracted by you as I talk to these people, try to calm their spirits. Like, I'm like, yeah, but no, yeah, I think that's all I'm doing right now. I can't think of much else until we figure out more.
you were approached from the crowd by a elderly woman in looks to be priestess robes. She comes up to you. She's like,
I'll get off the chair so I'm not like leaning over someone to fall over. I'll pop the chair.
"You have saved us. This was torture for so long."
Yes, I can see that. With everything that's going on and the pain we got going through, yes. It seemed quite like hell.
Most of us remember what we did. What do we do now?
Rebuild?
Probably read.
Oh, I- 1 second. Turn around and like see group huddle.
Yeah, Volta sitting there like muttering to himself.
we're just going around. We go around him. Go, hey, why are you doing that? What do you think of like having these
Distract
people?
me.
Yeah, bloody.
Now I'm gonna have to start again.
He's going to start again.
Fucking hell.
Gonna turn down.
Okay. Sorry. But I mean, like, what do you want to do? Do you want to take them to Blackmoss Castle? Like, do we want to do that, or do we want to? That's a very long trail ahead. We don't know.
That's a lot of back. Like, are we taking them there?
Yeah,
Are
like
we
take them all.
sending- No, it's not
really
really
fast.
way back there.
Am I hearing?
Like that's you're in the huddle. We're driving.
We're huddled, so we put like
Oh, no,
arms around each other, like sit around, like just talk like
Okay.
Like mighty ducks.
At that point, while we're debating this, I'm going to interject with the first poster I've made and suggest that we put some of these around town. So bear with me because I have written some things.
Okay.
He's onto it.
Love it. I know when you fire.
So I've essentially got an old school army style poster. So saying
Of course he is.
citizens of Narrington, are you longing for a lack of lichet land and lethargy? We want you. Positions of skill required. Come to the old Blackmoss Keep. Escape the horrors of your past and start a new life on a new frontier. Benefits include the services of Dr. B. Hoot, MD. Contacted the main square of Blackmoss Keep. And I've only just made the first draft of a poster, and I'm suggesting we put these in.
I'm gonna say like my character's mouth opened like shock, like wow.
Be the transcripts of Madison.
Holy shit!
So I stand there shocked for a moment and I go, yes.
I've done that with the
Yes.
pen I borrowed from
Yeah.
Elanna, just kind of however well I can do it.
I'm pretty supportive of the poster. Me coming from the circle of fire, I'm pretty like, hell yeah, let's get everyone on the board, get rid of this shit. So like, yeah, posters. So like we're not.
So you're handing these out and putting them up around town. With your cartography tools, I will say
I was gonna
if
say
you spend an hour, you can copy and create hundreds of these
Can I add a
things.
little bit of flair to it?
Yeah.
Are you gonna spend an hour? Because I want to do another ritual if I can.
Yeah, go for it.
Did you complete?
Start casting Find Familiar.
All right, yeah. So while the light's back,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I?
First thing he does, he walks up to Yagnar and fucking slaps the shit out of his face.
Go. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm trying to stop this. Yeah.
Instead of him making a roll, I want you to make a dexterity save.
Me?
Yep. Now here's the thing. This is a halfling-sized skeleton. There's one really good place you can just punch him square.
Oh no.
Seeing as he's doing a new ritual.
A 7.
You get fucking whacked in the nads, but he just by a little skeleton man. He just walks up and just.
Probably all kind of.
Gets what?
I feel like it's good. Like the only thing is, there goes Father's Day and just rolls down.
Right in the good berries.
So did we find anything else from his other ritual then?
Oh yes, detect magic. The magical goo that has been coating the roofs and the houses and stuff is no longer magical. It is starting to decay at a rapid speed. The usual background magic that you were feeling from the woods and stuff, it has got lower, but it's still there, but not to such a great extent that you felt before.
So the big like flesh sponge, cakes in the ground. They're
Yeah,
like
they're all melting down.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking like these people who do transformation before, they probably eaten or they're probably very weak or very malnourished and all that stuff too. So, thinking we're gonna get them some water, get them to have some water in the meantime.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, okay, I'll give it to you for expediency's sake. You can all go down, fill up a few barrels you found with water. You come back, you use your fire magic to disinfect them, and the townsfolk eagerly drink it up. No problem.
Cool. While they're doing that, I'm gonna go around and look into the mayor's office.
All right.
Cool.
Kicking in the front door.
Right.
This place is a fucking shambles.
Okay.
What's the place called again? Sorry, I know I said it.
Nearington. Yep. You got your little map there. You want to use it as reference?
Welcome up.
It's only tiny. I want to make it really big.
Off topic, but I did read the giant cube of ice, so when they're drinking their freshly sterilized
Oh,
water,
so
they can
they've
shave
got-
some ice.
Oh, excellent. That's very refreshing.
If you want more refreshments, you know where to go.
Just make snow cones soon.
You could code snake some.
Just for a little bit of extra flair, because it is a "We Want You" poster, but it is Uncle Sam instead of Uncle Sam. It is literally a portrait of Barry.
Is it
Oh. We want. Oh.
luxury?
Huh?
Which land's luxury?
Okay.
All right, you.
Yeah.
Kicked in the door.
Yes.
The stairs leading up, half of them been smashed in, but you can find a path going up.
Mm-hmm.
The entire downstairs of here is just destroyed.
Okay.
Looks like something just came through.
Mm-hmm.
As you go up, you find what looks to be the mayor's office door.
Yep.
It has been barred shut using like a block of wood and nails
Yeah.
from this side.
Oh. Well, it has anything in there anyway because we've got rid of the corruption. So.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Let's do it. Use my other D24s.
Hey!
23.
23. Was it a natural 20?
That's 20 plus 3.
You, being a father,
Okay.
instantly recognize the sounds coming from inside this room.
Oh no. Explosive.
The sobs of a young girl.
Alright. Alright. Dynixon kicks in, so I was trying to tear apart the.
Just gently, it's a traumatized child. Strongly.
Dynixon kicked in. I don't do anything else. Like, to your child.
Make an
First and
athletics check
foremost,
to
you
see if you
don't know
can
what
rip
to
this
say.
board off.
Why would you also have to present yourself as an option to the child?
Oh my god, okay. This is going to be interesting. A dirty 20.
Oh, nice. So you hear the sobbing. Your instincts kick in. You grab this board. You start pulling, and you notice, oh fuck, my arm's great. And you just rip this board clean off. You're like, oh, I haven't been able to do that in years.
Yeah, but
I
back to the
would like to
time.
point out that as he's bending over doing that, I go, do you see that? It's not in like a hallway, just in like a. Am I imagining? What?
Talk about all this fury.
You rip this, you rip this board off and you open the door. Inside, it is the mayor's office.
Yep.
This table has been rear-ended. The windows intact. The bookshelves have all been in disarray.
Mhm.
There are 2 decayed bodies on the floor here,
Okay.
and a young girl, about early teenage years, just sobbing in the corner. He looks up at you.
Yeah.
She would have been terrified if you didn't roll so high, because there's a big orc coming in through the door. And he
Mhm.
just looks up at you and is like, what's going on?
I'm thinking right now what it's actually I'm not sure.
And I've just happened to wander in behind him
Yeah, okay.
and see her and kind of like, hey, come here, it's all good.
Come get some water. Like, go
So,
to
okay.
Kind of just
Let me
relieve
get this straight. So we have a big burly orc man and a demon lady walk into this room.
Hey, listen,
Yeah, but they walked in nicely.
I've come in all, small and nice and polite and lovely, being like,
Okay.
it's okay. Just because like, this guy's busted in, like, what's happening?
Don't explore her heart. Don't protect her. Dating's kicked in.
Yeah,
Nothing
I've been
matters.
taking the nurturing approach.
Yeah, Faith is all covered in tears. Her dress has been ripped on one side. She's like, I killed them.
How?
You asked me.
Like, I'm looking at it. I don't think you want to do that. Like, I get where you want to come from, but probably not good. Just from a data point of view. People skills.
I'm standing outside the door, but like looking in, and then I just shout, "That's okay."
How about someone go tell Moles out there's some fresh bodies we need to collect, so that we're.
Can you say
I said the whispering voice.
you're all real high, buddy?
Oh no.
She's like, no, we have to bury them.
Yes, it's of course we are.
Burying them in a magic bag.
I was considering going in there and just cleaning them up. I was trying to be sensitive.
I'll bury them.
Look, come on. We're square, buddy. We're square now. Like, you're good.
We basically fucked up a girl for life.
She stands up.
I'm not
She's
sorry.
like,
Things
shaking.
she's been fucked up for 50 years. I think there's no coming back from that.
Yeah, the bodies are practically skeletons.
Yeah,
There's
good.
still a bit of flesh and whatnot on them, but there's an arm missing on one. There's a big chunk being ripped out of another. You know how these people died,
Yeah.
most likely. And she's like, "And my parents,
How old is she?
Early teens, he said.
early teenager."
We should adopt her. Obviously, that's how bad.
Am I anywhere near this room? I still put posters.
No, you're both of that. You're doing both.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm writing posters.
Yeah, you're writing places. You guys aren't
I
there.
feel like
Yeah.
it's like I'm
These
super
are the three idiots, and maybe the old man peeping his head in. Bodies?
bones. I like bones.
I'm still outside, by the way, thank you very much.
Okay.
I'm just peeking.
Okay, so she's pretty messed up. We'll get her to like usher out of the place and get some water, and she can go and see the townspeople that she knows. Because obviously the older lady could comfort her.
Oh yeah, you bring her out, and the elder lady runs up. She's like, Beatrice, oh my god. She runs up. She gives the child a hug. She's just standing there, like in shock. You've been locked in that room for the entire time, haven't you? She's like, you have another villager. He comes over. He's a middle-aged man, fairly tall, slightly pointed ears. He's like, "I'm sorry, we had to lock her in there. She was one of the first ones that changed. She ripped her parents apart, and we had to lock the door."
I ain't judging. I get it.
And then the rest of us started changing as well. I ripped my commander in half. Oh, good lord.
Hey, you
I
saved him.
do the very-
You saved him from the last 50 years, bro. Good call.
I
Yeah.
do a very awkward, like, dad, like, pat on the head or shoulder thing, go, there. Like, not good with emotions, but, like, yeah.
Some of them are angry. There's a short halfling man just going around like carrying on. It's like, what am I fucking gonna do now? My shop's broke, my master's gone. Fuck!
What, and
I
what,
point at one of our posters and say, that might be nice.
What is he?
Looking at it.
What trade is he skilled in?
yeah, that's what I
Are
do.
you
Like,
talking to him?
Yeah, I'm talking to him.
Alright, going up to him, what are you saying?
What trade?
I'm an apprentice backsmith.
Like backsmith?
Backsmith!
Like a chiropractor?
Smith! Fuck you, Dad!
I'll give it one of yours.
He's looking at it and he's like, "You need a backsmith?"
Yeah.
I got my horseshoes, my nails. Money, how many do?
Can use it.
And he holds out his hand. He's like, I'm Dandy Beetroot. Dandy Beetroot.
I don't know if you would be a dandy bee. No, I'll be nice to introduce myself.
Introduce yourself.
Oh god, I haven't said my
you
full
this
name.
roleplay thing.
Yeah.
You gotta do
I
it.
only said it once.
You only have to say fuck first.
I'm snickering in the background of Dandy Beetroot.
So, that's all right, great. Yeah.
We employ you to use your services. Find your purpose in life. That's a
Oh,
Blackmoss Keep.
I still want to be a backsmith.
Yeah, you still be a blacksmith.
It's a shame, like, if I go fucking technical and I use the hammer to bash me master's head in, I can't. It sucks, but hey,
Is it the hammer still going?
I don't know, I kind of wedged it in his head.
But no.
He turned into one of those things with all the mouths and the eyes and the teeth and the noises. So I don't think it's salvageable no more.
Just go to the keep. You'll be good.
How the fuck we meant to get there?
Well,
Well, we're still figuring that out.
we need to go back to the keep, don't we? Because we need to return.
Yeah, I mean, this is just going to be a really painfully long, big escort mission.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm thinking
Oh yeah, because
out
We
loud.
didn't have to bring it.
Yeah, we're gonna bring the whole thing back. We're gonna do the gold. We're gonna tell him because we couldn't find the gold that he was looking for.
Well, if everyone that's in the town is going, you'll have safety in numbers.
All I was thinking was we could.
That's the fucking good idea. That guy is. Oi! Let's get going!
did they all say, what did he say?
They're all looking at him like. The older man with the pointed ear comes over. He's like, "Candy, please, calm down. We need to work this out. There's a lot of us. We've got to find arms. We've got to find supplies.
How many days of travel was it?
3 days for you. But it's 100 people.
Am I around at this point?
Yeah, you're walking around and hearing that.
So I'll just go up to that guy and any of the. He seems like a little bit of a larger figure and say, obviously the whole town will need to rebuild. However, there is some information around that if anyone cannot escape the horrors of what have happened here, can't promise it'll be easy, but there is something new. I know something a little bit about starting anew myself. And I know it's not the easiest road, but can sometimes be the best option for someone.
Well, that's why I was one of the guards here before this happened. It looks like a good bet. And he's looking around the town. The town's in shambles. People are coming out. And so,
I mean, also, do they really have any other choice?
I'll
There's no food there.
I'll tap him on the shoulder and be like, I was once a simple hunter.
I would make you make a check, but it doesn't seem like the time. He's like, what's your name?
They call me Deadeye.
He
Are
holds
we,
out his
are any
hand.
of us
But
actually listening?
Hayden Fairchild. I was second commander of the guard. Yeah. Probably now makes me first in command now.
I'll reach back, I'll shake his hand. Be like, pleasure to meet you, Hayden. May the horrors of your past not continue.
Are we listening to this?
Oh, yeah, you can hear it. Don't
You know,
worry.
actually, what is your name? I didn't ask.
That was just a small tiny moment of you.
Shit.
Yeah.
Name's Deadeye.
Nah. Can anyone back me up here? Or we were just cool with not knowing.
I'm just gonna go, I'm not gonna get in this.
Come on, like, Malta.
The old man pipes up,
Yeah, I want to know.
and I'm like poking him with my stick, going, "Yeah, mate, you burnt our trust now, saved me. Obviously, you got a bit of a soft spot for us. Surely we should know your name by now."
If you tell us your name.
Deadeye.
I'm just ignoring the old man. What kind of deal?
How much do you hate reloading?
It's a bit of a pain in the ass, but it's a long range.
Get rid of it.
What about making it magical?
He's making it.
Yeah, it would be making it magical.
It would be.
Mm.
So it's not going to be useless against monsters that we just fought?
That was useful as you were against your teacher, mate.
Mate, didn't you see me smashing the fuck out of him with my...
Did you see me smashing the fuck out of myself with five?
Well, I technically have two. And I'll be like, my name's Damon.
In character.
Damon.
Damon Downstride.
Oh, alliteration.
Oh no!
Story, yeah.
And
I'm knowing.
that's all I'm saying. And I'll be like, that's not something I've said.
Hayden
why
picks up. He's like, Downstride.
I'm in the middle of getting.
He's looking at you.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen you somewhere. You fought with us.
Spicy backstory.
Back in the day, you fought with us.
Perhaps not me, perhaps my father.
Yeah.
That would make sense, wouldn't it?
Wait a second.
My father was a great hunter. He fought in the Lich Wars.
The Lich War. What's the Lich War?
Oh, we'll get to that. My dad was in the Lich Wars too.
Actually, I never fought in the Lich Wars.
So
I think- yeah.
The common thing is that.
Keep on making friends. You see the
farmer.
princess walking through, casting spells, trying to help people as best as can.
I am handing Elanna my guns and be like, these belong to someone special to me. So whatever you're going to do, make sure you take care of them.
I'm going to get rid of the infusion of my gun
Mm.
and put the infusion of his gun.
Mm-hmm.
So he won't have to reload.
Yep.
He also gets +1 to his D20 roll.
I hate you.
+1 to his damage.
I hate you even more.
And then I'm going to turn my gun, obviously on the long rest, into an arcane firearm. So, because I don't even shoot bullets, I don't need bullets.
Ah,
I feel very unmagical.
Well,
I feel like none of us
You got
can do
magic.
anything
I
that
can say some things. I can say hurtful words to people.
that's your magic power.
Technically,
Have I heard him say this?
fitting thing of it.
So was I don't know. You might not feel magical, mate, but something's happened in there. Your tusk's a little bit long.
Ooh, really? I start feeling myself around.
And
I need to roll a D8 as a bonus damage. I'm just letting you know. I'm being
By the way,
My mind.
also, I also say to Yagnar, I'll be like, have you seen yourself recently? And I am going to take a tiny little mirror out from my thieves' tools and just hand it to him about the level of his face.
Yep.
Okay.
You instantly see.
I'm gonna do like a dad, like go, oh, what? And just like look at my face and like grab and be like, this me? Like pull at the start, but like
Me young?
me young, me lose use what's it functionality of brain, and then like look at my hair and then just like oh, okay, this makes a lot of sense.
We should send a portrait to your wife.
Ooh.
I'll take my mirror back and be like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened in there.
Like, okay, cool.
And then I'll go back to being sullen and silent because this is the most I've ever said to anyone in about a few years.
I feel like it's not also when you hear like in the distance, thank you.
So you hear the chatter going through the crowd. Like, it's our best bet. If we go there, we'll be safe. The town's destroyed. It's so far away that we need supplies. We can get water. We can probably scrounge for food. Like, once we get there should be supplies. Chat back and forth. And Hayden, he gets up, he's like, people, we'll organise together, we'll find some supplies, and we'll head there. Make a new life for us. Who knows what's left here? He turns back to you guys, he's like, thank you all. You freed us, you brought us back to our senses. A lot of people here will need a lot of help. But thank you.
Just out from background as well, because these are common town folk and is what I'm from, and I do feel a little bit of empathy.
Smidgen.
Just a smidgen. So I am going to leave. It's not, I don't have much, but I'm going to, whoever seems to be the leader, I'm going to give him 10 gold. Just to try and at least help out with the bare bones, whatever they may find on the way. As well as one of my hunting traps, because I have 2.
Excellent.
And I'm just going to remove that from me.
Anyone else doing anything?
Technically, I'm not doing that stuff till long rest.
Yeah, we'll do that. No?
No, I can't think of anything else.
What would you like to do next then?
Probably rest, and then probably head to Blackmoss Keep after a long rest or something.
Alright. For the safe experience here. You leave the villages with this to the devices. You give them the directions, and they start to gather what they can and what they can find after sitting here for 50 years in this town. As you make your way out of the city, you notice all the muscle piles have all now pretty much all but dissolved. The crows that you saw on the way in are now back to normal. Going around, making their crow sounds.
Are we counting crows?
Yeah, you count your crows. The cave paradise. Little tucker. You camp for the night, on watch, hoping no more Wendigos spring out.
Oh,
Right.
you better not pull out another one of those motherfuckers.
In the morning, so you all get a long rest, you're awoken to the sounds of birds.
Oh. Crows?
Hmm?
Bird birds? No
Bird
crows?
birds. You
Bird birds.
like pretty much just sit up like what? And you can hear it. Songbirds. Crows. Bin chickens. Oh,
That hunting trap's
coming out. Life has started to return. Or what life there was has gone back to normal. Make a nature check. 10. 10's enough for you. Looking out, you see fresh tracks. Deer. Life is starting to return to the forest. The forest is still looking pretty horrid, but it's still a little better.
We go a doe, a deer, a female deer.
Menu boys.
You now sort of feel a bit better about the chances of the townsfolk making their way.
I guess we did kill like a bunch of shit in the straight path to the
And the
town.
Windigo did kill a lot of goblins
So
too.
that's can we just leave them to get there on their own? With a message from us?
Let's not
We
like
shouldn't
the
find
soldier
treasure
guy. He'll kind
and
of.
keep
One
going.
soldier guy.
And a
Hey,
one.
Literally, I don't think it's my other.
Dandy, they'll be fine.
My literal other idea was to go into, you know, when you go to like a theme park and there's a tourist thing and there's supposed to be a big pole with a flag on it. Like my idea was like lead them like that way through the forest.
Do you want to leave them a breadcrumb trail?
Yeah, we could just carve like arrows into the trees as we.
All right. Make
Put more posters up.
more posters.
Yeah, you're posted. I mean, posted.
Yeah, everyone make a survival check. Everyone. We'll do a big average check. And just give me, I'll get from each of you a thing you're going to do to help these villagers
I rolled
find their way.
really badly.
or pick them up.
I rolled a 26.
Oh, thank God.
Excellent. All right, we'll go around. We'll go around, ending with Dan. So,
I got 22.
okay, so what are you doing?
I'm gonna just like cast some arrows towards the keep.
Easy enough. Carving arrows, some directions into a tree. Easy enough.
14.
Yep.
Few more posters of things around, and if I do notice anything with that check, kind of inscripted messages, I'm gonna do it at thieves' cant just because I can, just for any type of random danger type things come
Okay,
along,
cool.
and just because I'm gonna do that, see if anyone notices on the way, if they do make it there.
Excellent. Nix'aa, chicken.
I rolled a 6.
A 6.
Yeah.
You're just watching these guys go, "Eh, they've got it." that's a fucking low roll. You're like, no, they've got it handled. I'm gonna make a pretty little picture in the Hey.
Sounds about right.
There's no water here. I don't know what to do.
Well, I was
Yeah.
going to shape water into containers for them.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, you leave it around. Unbeknownst to you, like some animal will come and drink it, but it's fine. You tried your best.
Also, did a big ice sculpture just
Oh, look, I've got
pretending to do it, just not realizing it'll melt.
It's like a heroic deed that's killing the vaginator. Like it's that detailed.
Karou.
So I rolled a 26.
Oh, here we go. And what are you doing?
How? How long is the travel from Narrington back to Blackmoss Keep? 3 days.
3 days.
3 days.
So, am I able to? Obviously, my fire is magical.
Hmm.
Can I set up a few camp spots for them along the way with the
Definitely.
fire? Somewhere for them to
That's a
start.
pretty good idea. That's a great idea.
And I also, because I've rolled so high and I can speak to animals, can I speak to the animals in the area and have them help encourage like small creatures to come so the people can catch them, kill them, and eat them? If I use the crows as
Ruined.
not creatures to chase squirrels.
No,
in
this is the
park.
thing. Okay, so what do you want to talk to?
Well, I'm thinking I'd like to use the crows because they are quite intelligent. So
Here we go. You're having these thoughts, so you go and you find a crow. He's on a tree. He's just breathing. So he looks at you. He's like,
How do you go?
what are you saying to him?
Hey, cuz, what up?
not that. Hello, friend. Can I please request your help?
He's looking at you.
I'm trying to think of a way to word it that's not too intense for a crow.
Crows are really smart.
Yeah, but like I want.
Shinies. They love shiny things.
Yeah,
You like aluminium
If I
foil?
can. I'll give you whatever you
I'll just take out like 10 copper.
desire for your help.
He sees the copper and he takes it. He's like, flies off, drops it in a nest, flies back down.
Silver.
What?
He's waiting for direction.
Oh wait, shit.
Oh, he's waiting for his taking his payment. He's good to go.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was bargaining. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I thought he was coming down to ask for more. That's what I thought.
He's smart. He's not an asshole.
I thought Alan responded to me, okay?
Just full NPC Crow interaction parter.
Yeah, I was like, fuck it, you're really gonna handle it.
So what do you want to do? What do you want him to do?
I'd like him to speak to the other crows in the area, and the less intelligent creatures, I want him to kind of scare them into the path of the people.
Squirrel.
He looks at you, he jumps on your shoulder, and he takes off, and he's gone for a little bit. And he comes back, and he drops a mouse at your feet.
Oh, it's literally, yeah, they can hunt and drop.
Then another crow appears, and another, and another. And they've all got small woodland animals, and they're just dropping them. They understood you.
We can make jerky. And
You're
leave
leaving them in a spot where you've made the fire.
Oh, okay.
So they should be right.
Cool.
They'll wait.
That's
They'll
what we
help.
wanted.
But now that people can prep them all,
Yeah.
I with them. So
That's what I needed.
Yeah.
Can eat, right?
I rolled a 3.
You're 3. Okay,
Yeah.
what did you try to do?
Well, copy the map I made on the way over.
It's a very hastily drawn map.
Originally it was good.
Not the copy she's been actually.
Yeah, like she's had the copy, but then you guys are getting ready to go. She's like, shit.
Coffee stains, all that stuff.
That's good enough. and they look at it and like, thanks.
I'll just be like, here's the actual one, have a quick look, you're done.
Shit.
Napkin drawings. So if it rains once.
It's just nothing one of those really bad paint drawings, but it's like a straight line when it should be curved.
Or I've like put the compass the wrong way.
Straight up Microsoft.
Yeah.
Alright, it's finishing up. Molazar.
I rolled a 9 and I was planning on just pretending to help out.
Oh, straight up, easy enough. You like rearrange some sticks. Then I saunter over and
Just
like
walk
nodding into the other
backwards
stuff there.
Kick a rock.
Kick a rock out, yeah. That's good. Excellent. With those rolls, yeah, you believe that the citizens will get there quite safe. Over the next 2 days, travel back. The only thing you really encounter is wild animals, more birds. Yeah, it's quite serene now. It was dead quiet before, but now the sounds of like chirping birds and other animals is bringing the creepiness
So
down.
we just all know that I have like a particularly noticeable spring in my step over this. Like
Mhm.
this is a big deal.
The same you start seeing as you
Can I
start
just
Yeah,
Like
you've got it the entire time. You're like going to bed at night, like, orb. So,
Hidden from Lord of the Rings.
third day, you're end of the day, Blackmoss Keep comes into view. Looking at it, you notice there are a few more people on the walls. You instantly know who they are.
No.
It's the Violet Guard.
Oh, I thought it was going to be.
There's about, how many did I write down? 15 of them around. There have been built on the sides makeshift wooden watchtowers, and out the front of Blackmoss Keep, just really hastily built. They see you coming and they're like, hello, you've returned. Should we fetch the old fella?
I'm just going to be like, oh.
And I'm gonna be
What
like,
the fuck is that?
and I'm like, no, like
It's a shiny trinket and then
I'm looking for.
hand down.
Oh yeah, you get in the front gate and just get tackled by an owlet.
All right, and then we just start repeating the one scene.
Barry.
Going, bitches come and go, bro. Just do that whole thing. Yeah, they go, yeah.
He's looking at you weird though. He's like,
Oh yeah, I don't look the same anymore. It's
Oh,
still
yeah.
me. It's
No,
still
you
me.
still smell the same.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd start petting and cuddling him.
He's a certified doctor. You know, mate.
The keep
He's a
itself
PhD.
has been slightly cleaned up.
Strip 2000.
A lot of the debris has been taken out of the courtyard. Doors have been tried to be remade and fixed. A few of the windows now have boards in them. The courtyard is also full of about 3 or 4 carts full of like building supplies, foodstuffs, and whatnot.
Should we tell them we're sending like 100 people?
I was gonna say.
Yeah, we probably-
you gotta drop that.
We should have that bomb.
I'll just say we're
The
speaking.
doors
Blackmoss.
swing open, and an older man walks out.
You've met this guy.
He's like,
Oh,
"Friends, you've returned."
We
Hi.
brought an extra, but she's cool.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
Can we? Wait, didn't she come with you to the keep?
Yes, you
I
did.
don't remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you were at the keep.
Oh shit! I thought you
Yeah,
brought her
don't
up.
worry.
That was when
Yeah,
I knocked
no, 'cause
on the
it-
wall.
Don't worry.
Bible.
Sorry.
You're bringing friends.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought.
Yeah, don't worry. It's been a while. Been a while.
She was busy creating. She didn't realize you were there for the
She was
first week.
making
Did you find it?
We found something.
Find what?
The fortune.
We found.
A
We found.
fortune.
We found orb, and then we found some gems, a diamond, and.
Don't mention that.
Don't say. That and gold.
I did hear the dog. So the fortune is gone. Oh, good
No,
God.
this is well.
And his face just sinks in. He's like, "How are we going to rebuild?"
Well,
Can we have-
What
we
did you
bring
find?
something else for you.
first things first. What about that? Yeah, we've got people coming.
We have.
We may have people.
Yes.
Someone
Well,
help me do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And I'll hand him a poster.
Also,
I'm gonna.
Wait,
I'm gonna
the
assume
entire populace of Narrington.
well, a few of them.
anyone with skills.
Well, anyone who survived or alive.
Anyone?
Only,
Oh, Lord.
only the ones that wanted
This is
the
the
poster.
Hey. Oh, good Lord. That's amazing.
You happy about it?
We thought we want to
we've
with
taken
the
us back.
birthday.
Well, I wonder if it's like breathe space, like get right, like.
Insight.
Okay, cool.
Can I just say we thought the comedy of it would help the trauma.
Alright, doing my big die. An 18.
18. He looks slightly worried, but also relieved. So we can sort of make do with more people. We can.
There's the tradesman, there's a blacksmith or a chiropractor.
We're not really
Back to-
sure.
Or,
I don't know what fun. I don't know.
Okay. Well,
You
we
might want
definitely
it,
build
but
their own
yeah.
homes.
Picture's fine,
Certainly
but
not.
I'll just kind of
They both
stop off and say, anyone that comes to be better than this purple lot, I'll spit on the ground, and then I'll say, if you build it, they can come. Build it, they will come.
The other thing too is
The lady commander, I sent word that we took the cars and she sent a few retainers. They're only here temporarily. I don't want to have anything to do with the other kingdoms.
Alright, we'll say,
We're technically our own entity at the moment. Well, no kidding. No one owns the veil. We've taken it back. This is our land now. We can do whatever we want with it. If you found people to then we can build a town here.
Well,
wow.
statistically, 2/3 of them should be.
You didn't accompany them.
We like we like make sure.
I'm gonna look at you like the numbers, the statistics.
Well, like someone would have died from infection and old age, stress, trauma.
Yeah, the Trump, like, yeah, that's it.
Wait, these people, how long have they been living there?
They were
few
monsters
decades?
for 50 years, I think.
It's,
Yeah, no, it doesn't make.
Yeah.
So we fixed it.
Yeah.
and he just points at Molda. Necromancy is
No, he's good. He's the one.
Not him, someone else. Older.
A bad one.
He looks at Molda. Older than him.
Yeah.
And then it had like the badge and I'm going to do a great description talk about the
Fucking what?
I just explained to him that he was one of my ex-teachers.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, he's bad, but we fixed it. It's well, people. So really, it's a positive situation.
Excellent. Well, what did you find?
Did you not know what you were sending us there for?
Well,
My
what?
friend, it was 50 years before I saw it. I thought it was just gold bars and bonds. Obviously, you found some gold.
Yeah, we found some gold. Yeah.
Was there no more?
No, we saw most of the gold was melted away from the Malzar's teacher. He was using it for some very weird.
And he looks at the gold bars. He's like, it's not enough. You might as well just keep it. There's about a fair bit there. This other thing you were talking about.
Did we discuss on the walk home what we were doing with them? Just a sidebar.
No.
Can we all think back to when we discussed that? Can we all
No, someone-
all take a minute to think back to when we discussed this on the walk home?
We saw this item, but it looked like it lost all its magic once, you know, we killed him.
Can we give us like I'm gonna
Deception check.
Oh, I've got such focus. Oh, my deception spell's on. My natural 20.
Oh my god.
Get fucked. How's the 26 do?
Oh,
He's looking at you. He's like, you're quite convincing, but
what? You know, I'm studying necromancy.
please just show me the item. If it can help us.
Alright, then I'm gonna pull it out now. Okay, that looks really cool. I think it was the thing that killed the witch.
Excuse me, what? And you pull it out and he looks at it and his eyes just go.
I
And
like
then-
Good lord.
As this is happening, Molzar's going to go up to him and go, "How dare you send me to go pick this up for you,
I had no idea.
knowing what it had done?"
I had no idea that was it. You found this? What was it? How?
it set like a bunch of us on fire, and it was a lot going on.
What?
But like, does anyone else want to contribute, or am I just rambling? Because I'm rambling.
I'm just sitting. I don't know what to do about this.
It's
I pipe in and go, we had to go through a clutch tunnel to get it.
we did.
His face gets up. Do you see Amrock? He walks out. It's like, I heard something about a flesh tunnel.
I pipe over Molzar and be like, you haven't picked up anything in 20 years.
He looks at
Don't get me started, Debbie Downer. Let's fucking do this.
I take the orb and he's looking at it. He's like, this is better.
When I know more about it because it was made by artistas.
It's not much is known about it other than it is just pure magical essence turned into a fucking cannonball.
I like kind of like when he takes it and not like go of it, but it's like
Please. It's free. Friends, you have come across something wondrous. And pardon my language, but people are going to pay out the fucking ass for this.
I'm gonna pipe in straight up and say we should not sell this.
Oh no, we won't be selling it. This is too good of an artifact.
we can make a museum.
Indeed. I can send out through the grapevine. I'll get representatives from each kingdom here. The one that can give us the best offer can take it and put it in safekeeping. Obviously, we can't keep it here. An artifact like this warrants danger.
I got some bad feeling about this. I feel like anyone taking this could reenact what just happened just
Well, how's
before.
this, my friends? I'll get the delegation here. And you all can be the negotiators. I feel like if any of them see me in my current state, my condition getting worse, they might see me as weak and take advantage of me. But you, the great adventuring group, what do we call you? Oh, good lord, no! I need to put that on a shirt.
Pending.
Pending.
Sounds like we need to have a team meeting later, guys.
We need a lot of team. We are not having enough team meetings. I panicked.
Well,
We had one group huddle, apparently that wasn't good enough.
Yeah, pass it on.
Good roll on that line.
I'm sorry, he rolled a 19 plus. He's a fucking paladin.
Goddamn paladins.
So I'll send out word for the delegation. You can negotiate, and we can hand it off to the best people. How's that sound?
Is that safe?
You'll be
You
there.
have to be selective on who gets this. Very selective.
Indeed.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, vocally.
Karou, I'll send out the birds. In a week's time, we shall have them here. And with that, guys, we'll go to a break.
Cool.
We'll be back shortly to continue on to the saga of the first shot, by the look of it. See you soon. And we're back. The pregnant lady needed to eat. Oh, by the way, if no one knows, me and Miranda here are having a baby.
Yay!
So
I'm so excited.
if she disappears for a little bit, like it's
Just for a hot minute.
it's fine. So Bob Blackmoss goes out and he puts out the feelers, letting the kingdoms know that the first shot was found, and negotiations will be held in a week to determine what reward his adventuring troop will receive and who will receive the artifact. You all have a week to yourselves in your new keep to do stuff. Go around the table.
Rooms.
You can search for them.
Okay.
I'll go around the table, just real quick, see what you do. In your week.
Well, first I want to ask, have I got any letters coming?
Oh, you have a pipe.
Fantastic. I'm going to... I feel like I want to find my room. If I have a room yet, I'll find it.
How do you manage to find yourself a space?
I'm going to have these letters. I'm just going to walk around the castle with Barry, just walk around the grounds, just watching people come through and all that as I read my notes. And then after going through them all, I'm going to just generally tell them about what's happened. Like, you know, I'll write letters like of the Windigo we burst, like show you little pictures of that. Imaginator and all that stuff too. No, kid friendly. These kids have been through a lot. They've seen everything that's happened.
Okay, good.
So yeah, do that. And I might have like a little letter that's a little raunchy letter to the wife, saying I've got a good surprise for you when I see you next, and all that stuff. And then
Excellent.
do that.
Inspiration. Yeah. You receive letters back stating, "We miss you, Daddy." I drew you a picture. Your wife, in very graphic detail, explaining what she'll do for you when she sees you in this state.
Good. I want to give send her like a dick pic. You draw it.
Or just funny for
Things I have like drawn like when your French girls pose like fully like someone draw me.
I didn't get paid.
She also says,
Yeah.
"Is it a safe place? Do you think it would be good?
It's started to become a safe place.
The
We have Barry.
winter will be coming soon.
Winter's coming.
Yeah, and you know how hard and
Yes.
cold it is up here.
Obviously, I want to look after my tribe.
She wants to go to a new art place.
Yeah, so as like my character has looked after his father is the chief at the moment. He's needing to look after his tribe
Yeah.
and do
Are they
that.
No. You wouldn't know. They know.
Can I do a history check?
You can ask him.
Are you a tribe nomadic?
You want to do a pneumatic?
Do they move around?
Oh no! They literally settled there. So when my tribe, they were part of the Lich King's force. They reverted from it when things because they didn't want to do it anymore. So they took some land up in the north. Eventually, they came across a tribe of humans who were finding it to instead of actually having a war between the two tribes came together.
Is your character an orc?
I'm a half orc.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
His dad's a full orc.
Yeah.
And his mum is a human.
That's something going on there.
Yeah, and so as for then my wife is a human, and now we have quarter orcs. And a third on the way. So yeah.
It's eugenics.
Over the next couple of days, the townspeople of Narrington make their way, carrying hunted deer, small animals. Yeah.
In the week that we've had to do what we want.
Yeah.
Have I had time to? Would I have had time to go back and see my
You're back.
notes? Okay.
You're back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before you go, then, before you go for what you were saying there, just with part of what I wanted to do, got a few things I want to do. First and foremost, I just want to have a quick discussion about the gold or any of the gems and everything about what we were doing with that.
You can split them up.
Something I was as part
It's
of
a
what,
gold bar though, which is kind of difficult, but you probably exchange it for coin.
it's part of what I want to do or suggest to the party that we set up a fund for anyone that would have come from Narrington, where we exchange gold bar for some coin, etc., and some building materials. That we'd set up a fund for anyone willing to sign up under certain conditions of keeping peace, obviously working for it, having
Well-
a small little bit of gold for them to rebuild and try and build anything within our.
Or when the citizens come, they start making a shanty town. A few of them come in and help you clear and rebuild. A few of them actually start chopping trees down and making houses. Industrious folk. Lord Elwyn starts distributing out the supplies they have. He sends a message to Fort Kane saying that, well, we come upon the populace of Narrington. We have them here now. We need support. And supplies come. So
You can say what you're doing.
yeah, that's it. You're up now. So what are you personally doing for the week?
Well, have I gotten my guns back?
Yes.
Anything like that?
Yeah, you now have magical unreloadable guns.
Don't forget those plus ones.
So other than say I was going to set up a little fund and
Yeah, so you do some general busy work. You work with the people of your now township that's starting to form.
Other thing. Can we skip me? 'Cause I forget.
Yeah, go for it. Next up, you've got a week to do whatever you want. What are you doing?
I don't know. Yeah, chilling around, talking to people.
How we had one night where we all got together and have a big celebratory drink.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
that's stuff,
that's happening.
that's a
Yeah.
party.
I'm just walking around and chatting to people. And
You make new friends with the populace. You look at it, pick a room.
Yeah.
Right, so you had a very direct thing to do. Getting back there and coming back
My whole week.
would take longer than a week.
Oh,
It took 3 days to get to Narrington, and this is like 3. But I'll give you a little bit thing. One night you're chilling and you're looking out. An owl pops into your windowsill. It transforms, and sitting there is a very stern-looking elven man. Hello, Joe. Seems you have done some wonders. This new group of miscreants you have found.
Trying.
Good. It's one part of the corruption that has been thwarted. The forest is still feeling evil. But the animals seem to be starting to come back. Stands up out of the windowsills. Seems like a good group you've come across here.
My mentor guy.
Stay with them. Help them. I'll send you word of any tasks I have for you.
Okay.
Stay safe, though. I'd hate to lose you. You're one of our best. Keep me informed. You have ways. I think one of your friends, Houston's letters that pass over us. Maybe use him.
Yeah, I've got it. I've got
Okay.
it. Good. As he's told you this bad voodoo magic that.
He comes, he puts a hand on your shoulder. You're doing good work. He's very stern. He's still very cold. Because that's what he's like.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm on the steps now.
Ironically, for wildfire drift.
Yeah. Oh, this guy, like, he is. If you saw him, you could feel, like, just the edge coming off this guy.
Every high school boy's dream.
He's just hot.
I love him.
And he takes off back in his outfall
I'm
into the
tired.
night.
For future reference, could I use my Firefox as a shape or form the way he's just plugging to me?
No, he's actually wild shaping. Yeah. He is a much higher level druid than you and can
Yeah.
assume a flying form. You can eventually do that. But not yet.
You're gonna use your Firefox. Browse.
Elanna,
Yes.
what do you want to do in the week that you have?
I would give her a whole week. I would do a few things.
I'll help me.
No, it's alright. I'm kind of working off.
Oh Lord, he saved me.
So there's some tradespeople and stuff. Me through, right?
Mm-hmm.
Merchants?
No merchants yet.
No merchants yet.
You're not a area that
Okay,
that
but
feels safe.
we have some supplies.
Yes, it was all donations for 4K.
Is the salt.
This salt used for, preserving food.
Can I request to take like a little bag of it?
Oh yeah, there'll be enough for you to take a bit from bag. You'll be eating vegetarian foods for the week though. You should,
That's fine. No, that's cool.
yeah. Okay.
And
Go for it. Go for it. What do you want to make?
I'm just trying to figure out how in universe I can discover this.
What are you trying to make? Explain.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord! You got it wrong about, the Geneva Convention. Must have got. All right, roll me an intelligence check. It's a straight intelligence check.
Because I need bleach and urea. So I need dried salt and urine.
Well, you find that.
Yeah, but how am I my character? That's what I'm struggling
Yeah,
with.
no. Go intelligence check.
Oh no, I didn't do great. 12.
12. You've got sort of an idea of like a gas-based weapon. Some participants have put into like a grenade to throw into crowds. You haven't built it before. Got a basic idea.
Can I like try different magics on the little bits of salt, like the fire and
Yeah.
a bit of electricity?
Roll an Arcana check then. Yeah, you're doing some tests.
Great. 16.
16's great. What are you on about? 16's good. Yeah, you start seeing. Testing different magics, different things, zapping it, setting it fire. Yeah, you find a way to get a very toxic gas to come out of the salt. You think, I could probably make a grenade of this with the materials I have.
This is a ridiculous suggestion. Feel free to shoot it down.
Mm.
Could we just say I've been pulling an all-night to do this?
Yeah.
Haven't gone to the toilet.
Mm.
Need a liquid to use as a reaction for it.
Mm-hmm.
And they that's not
Oh no, you're definitely you're a crazy enough person.
There's water in urine.
Yeah, you're like, if I mix that, yeah, straight up. And yeah, you find the chemical compounds to make a toxic gas. Now.
Do I take some damage?
No, I'm not going to do that. I'll tell you, yeah, but you heal. It's fine. Now, what you would need to do for me now.
I'm just gonna write Carl, that's me make. Mustard gas.
You can make one grenade if you roll a decent enough check. I want you to get another intelligence check. Just a straight intelligence check.
18.
You make one mustard gas grenade. That will explode. I'll find it. Someone's definitely made it. That's fine. It's just a smoke grenade, but it's toxic. There's spells there's spells like cloud kill and stuff that do the same thing. So that's more than. So you got one mustard gas grenade. God damn it.
And then
Yeah.
with the rest of my time, can I talk to him? Can we are we looking at the defenses of the keep and stuff?
He's like, oh yes, well, as soon as we have the money to rebuild, I'm looking at putting some ballistas up, more troops. We could probably train some of the new townsfolk we have as guards.
You really want to do we know who's a good guard.
No, definitely.
Can I ask some activities for the week?
Oh, yeah.
I had my one chat. I just want to spend a lot of time in the surrounding area, trying to communicate with the animals in the area because we know they're coming back. We know there's more. Just trying to get more of an idea of
Yeah, what are you trying to find out?
going on around us, how far out.
Okay. Put that to a nature check again. That's easy.
And to think about how it
No.
That one. Unfortunately, due to the hubbub,
I did roll it handling.
you're looking. You couldn't find any. You had animal handling there. Due to the hubbub of a new town being constructed, a lot of the animals are avoiding in a wide radius. The hunters that are going out finding food are having to go out a fair distance. I'd say you'd be with them. You have to go out a fair distance, maybe a day's trek, to find the animals, because just the amount of sound and noise in this area is just too much.
I'll also be looking for some natural supplies for what I want to do.
Yeah.
Afterwards and stuff.
All right. Molotov, in your week, what have you been up to?
There's no one here that I can really study off, is there?
Do you want to do experiments with me?
No.
I just assume that encounter as she walks up, just hands full. Do you want to do experiments? And the old like, no, I'm right.
Just the smell of whatever she's trying to concoct. Just like
He's like, I've smelt that before.
Actually, what does mustard gas smell?
Well, it's made
Yes.
so I can't imagine.
Well, no, that's
It would be very spicy.
Yeah, spicy wind.
Mustard gas.
it was
So yeah, what are you up to? Actually, Molza,
Burning garlic, horseradish. Oh, sweet and agreeable.
you make your way looking for a space of your own in the keep. Going up into one of the upper turrets that haven't been caved in, you find what looks to be the remnants of a library. Make me an Arcana check.
Come on, let's do this. You motherfucker. 12.
12's enough. I'm sifting through this area. The old books are all worn and burnt and things, but the floor, you start scraping at the dust and the grime on the floor with your foot, and you see a symbol etched into the ground. And then another one, and another one, another one, another one, all in a big circle in the middle of this room. It's a teleportation circle. Fully fledged one, already burnt into the wood of the floor here. You don't know the spell yourself, but with the amount of knowledge that you do know, it's serviceable. People can come and go from this point if they know the spell.
Okay.
It will be handy for you later. If you survive.
Okay.
So you have a way to go far and come straight back to the keep. Eventually.
Thanks.
Week grows on. Oh,
I figured out what I was going to do. I had a mental blank when it comes.
yeah. No. You,
So as part of what, if I have been going out with any of the hunters and rangers and things like that, I've been trying to gather any random materials I have. I've also practiced as much with any of my new abilities, skulking in and out of anything on half a moment's notice, so to speak. So, two things that I actually would like, a couple of things that I'd actually like to do, with any of the gunpowder and any materials that I could find, I would like to try and craft more bullets.
oh, straight up. Easy enough.
How many would I be able to do just in general?
Oh, in
maybe
the week?
maybe like a day's worth of it. So I've got a couple.
Roll me a d20, and the amount you roll, add a 0 to it.
200 bullets.
170.
170 bullets. Yeah, you spend a couple of days slowly crafting bullets. It's just melting metal down and dropping it into a bucket.
Other thing I want to do is we did at one point when we encountered bandits on the way to Blackmoss Keep, we found some older guns that were and older firearms that were obviously in disrepair, not quite working. Is any of them a little bit wider mouthed, so to speak? I kind of want to
Roll an investigation.
essentially.
I'll leave it all up to rolls. Investigate this check as you go through to see if any of these guns are serviceable.
Essentially, what I want to do is find something with a little bit wider mouth and try and make it look a bit more.
Yeah, I get you. Go
I
for
thought
it.
he was gonna.
Bit of bad news.
That's a very weird turn you went.
Ooh,
So we're just straight investigation. Did you say?
straight investigation.
Just got on this 17.
17, yeah, a few of them, they're all in different states. Some of them could fire, some of them will use props. There is one that, an older model, it's got this big, long, just wide thing. If you think, if I take that and widen it,
Couple hundred us.
I can make that.
Can I put in there too? Yagnar's been looking around and sort of, he hasn't got any ranged weapons or stuff. We want to start looking at doing ranged weapons. I would feel like he's going to be walking around looking at what he could be using. Like, he sees the firearms and all that stuff.
You see, the Violet Guards all have muskets.
Okay.
He carries a gun, he carries a gun. There are a few people with bows, the hunters that go out. Can you tell me which...
How about we leave it to the roll?
Alright, you tell me what you're rolling.
I'm just saying, you just spirited come across the battle.
Well, I can
That's
throw,
awesome.
we don't get, I had axe before and I was throwing them and I was hitting people with it too. I feel like I need something else too. Like, my character has so much more ranged weapons as it is too. Like, a lot of these guys have spells on and stuff.
Yeah.
You've got a sword.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that too, yeah. So.
You just get a rope and tie a knife on the end of it.
Correct.
Flail.
Alright, so we say, we'll do odds. We'll do odds being bows
Mm-hmm.
and evens being
Firearms.
firearms.
Okay, go for it.
6.
6.
So evens of firearms, obviously. Yep. So you're looking at the hunters with the bows. You've used bows before. You went out hunting with your tribe. But then you see Deadeye
I'm young. I'm
Just-
feeling more hit.
just absolutely annihilating targets with this firearm he's got.
I'm giving it a go.
And you're just like, maybe you got to get with the times.
I'm young enough for it now.
Hmm.
Okay, cool. All right, so
It used to be with it.
who's with it? Then it changed.
Yeah, what was it?
All right, well then I'm gonna walk over to Deadeye and start. Probably how you start a conversation.
Teach me how to
Hello.
Yeah, and go like, I like what you're doing there with that. With that, I like how you're shooting things away far away. It's like, boom, dead. I want to do that. Teach me.
I'll look down. I'll be like, Okay, well, first thing you know, forget everything you know about archery.
Done.
No, I will start kind of explaining the things of science and everything, given the very basic rudimentary things of what I have learned to aim, similar to how my father taught me how to teach in a bow in general. But however, just pretty much the basic sights of things, so to speak, and explain a little bit about how they work,
Reloading properly.
and the chance of it all coming.
So you now start to learn the basics of firearm.
Cool.
It will take some time, but if you spend enough time training with him, you'll become proficient in the use of firearms.
I think I would do long range.
Also, I forgot, everyone, you get an inspiration.
Ooh, what is that?
It gives you a free reroll.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, there's a reroll.
No,
Shit,
free
why?
reroll.
So tell me.
Inspiration for everyone.
Inspiration on the.
It should be up the top.
Yeah, on the iPad one's different. I'll find it.
And if I got any, not too much further than just I could make this, essentially.
Yeah, it'll take some time, and you've got to find a few newer materials, but this is definitely something you could do.
Alright, I want to start crafting plans for that.
Oh,
Anything,
yeah.
things that I may think I need, and we can discuss that.
That's okay.
The one last thing I want to
Yeah.
do to the group is I want to get everyone in the group, and this could be when we're discussing division, whatever. While the Violet Guard are there, I am going to ask everyone in the party to not mention what they heard of my name. I am Deadeye, and for anything that we've done together, you know me to be at least a worthy companion. If anyone presses further, my name is Martin Galen.
Martin Gay.
All right. The week progresses, you've all got your stuff
Just want to
done.
say I agree on the fact that I will be saying Martin Gable deliberately every time.
The day has come. Above is found around the camp. The throne room has been converted into a meeting hall to the best of your ability with what you have. That morning, you receive a villager. Not a villager, a visitor. A visitor from the south. A carriage arrives and out steps a grey-haired older woman.
Need to use the character from the old game.
No, you've met her before. Yep.
What up?
Lady Commander Amina Gallenwood has arrived. She walks up and greets Edwin. No, Elwin, sorry. Yeah, my old character. Elwin and looks to the group. She's like, I see that you have all found yourselves well. Looks like you've saved the people that were under a spell, apparently. You've taken quite a name for yourself. Word has gotten around of your escapades. People are talking. The first adventuring company in over 50 years to be successful. My. You may have your work cut out for you soon. Come, we need to get ready for these dignitaries. And Lord Elwood's like, yes, everyone, come quick.
You have to dress up or anything? Or...
No, don't worry about that. It's just be in your best behavior.
Both of them.
Oh, at least be bathed at this point.
And he starts giving you all jobs to do, sending you off. Lady Commander is standing there, looking directly at you, Deadeye. Did we meet before? Yeah.
Yes, my lady. Previously at Fort Kane on our way to Blackmoss Keep.
You helped me.
Be honoured.
And she walks you over to the carriage, opens the door up. Just You grab my bag.
Yeah, so slowly check it.
She gives you a shove up into the carriage and steps in with you and shuts the door. Sit down. And she sits on the other side of the carriage, looking at you. Mr. Downstride, Sam?
I will drop all pretense. So my face will go from smiling, kind of Aunt Galen, the villager, previously cousin, I believe, of what I said a lot.
Yes.
I had all this written down.
Yeah.
No, I'll drop the pretense. Really, I've been known by that name.
Indeed. She opens up this little briefcase she's got with her, pulls out sheets of paper, goes through, and holds up a wanted poster with your face on it.
Wanted by
No, no, somebody stole it.
Please.
Friends wanted.
We've been looking for you for a while, young man. My story checks out. You left that group, Wanderers, some time ago.
So left and then laughed and spit on the ground.
Ew.
Yes.
I'm not.
You've got quite a bounty here, my boy. But Lord Elwyn is vouching quite highly of you. I didn't recognize you straight away at Fort Kane until I went back over my records. What's this stagecoach robbery, theft, grand theft horse. Indeed. Your rap sheet is quite long.
Grand Theft
But
I'll interject and
He's a horse girl.
I'll interject a little bit and say, I don't deny that I've done some irresponsible things, but the moment the moment those brutes started hurting innocent people, I tried to break away.
Well, don't worry, we have noticed that as well. Seems that after you've left, the Willowfire Wanderers have got quite brutal. We've been losing.
I laughed and turned my face.
I apologize. We've been losing our supply runs mostly. They've been ambushing and taking what gunpowder they can. I fear they might be up to something nefarious, something big. I'm here to make a deal with you.
Listening.
You bring me Zard. Alive or in pieces, I don't care. And your record is what? You can keep gallivanting around with your newfound friends. Save the world. Make yourself a more respectable individual. Or I can arrest you now, take you in, try you for your crimes, and you'll probably be hanged. I know it isn't much of a choice, but you still have one.
Not much of a choice, but I'll do anything to see that piece of shit dead by my hand.
Dead.
However,
Yes.
however, if it was that easy,
Oh, indeed. But I feel like you have more of a chance of doing it than me sending a contingent out. He's become crafty.
I'll just say the purples. Easy marks.
She gives you the eye. The skills are of note. I will admit that. But she hands you some papers. These are his last known locations. It's operating out of the north section of Elanna. Maybe run into bands of them on your travels. Just, there's no time limit. But I will be keeping an eye on you. I know your face now. We have wizards. They can keep track of you.
We also.
Now, should we go back to our pleasantries and deal with these delegates? No need to hide behind your cowardly more boy.
I will ask at this stage, when I not yet spoken to any admins or anything of my past. I would ask you to keep that hypothetically something like me.
Yeah, my
It
word.
will be done. The other will die by.
You have my word.
Thank you.
And she opens up the carriage. She's like, yeah, it's just that bag there, boy. I think that's all. And she gets out and starts wandering over to the gate.
Yeah, I'll look a little shook, but then just try and I'll just try and be like as straight and narrow as I can. Just take it back.
Excellent.
Sorry.
Over the next hour, people start appearing magically in the main courtyard of the keep. The easiest way to get here, obviously, being teleportation. First person to arrive is a portly man with a group of mages. Big handlebar mustache, big rotund belly, another purple uniform adorned in metals. His hair pulled back, trying to hide his balding sides. That's my head. Comes up, he walks up to Lord Elwyn and he's like, Elwyn, good to see you again. Elwyn looks at him and he's like, Lord Price. You're looking Price. Lord Price, you're looking well. How's the king? And he's like, doing well. Still upset about the loss of his nephew. You would know. Easy enough. Lord Leon Price. Hand of the king. A middle-aged human, decorated military veteran, is working for the king currently, who is Henry Elanna. Just assumed the mantle of king in the past year after the mysterious disappearance of the prince who was next in line. Tragic stuff. But as there is a big thing in your country, there is a magical sword that appears to the true king, sword
I
sovereign.
remember that, yeah.
That chooses the ruler by virtue. People are starting to question, though, since King Henry is a vain, cruel man. But the sword has never been wrong in the past.
This one's like,
Yeah, he's a giant-ass dick.
there's gotta be so many notes for this one, yeah.
Yes, there's a lot happening. Lord up! He walks into the castle, he gives you all a look, but he doesn't really take any of you into mind. You're rabble to him. Walking in. Next. Molazar. You're wandering around
Yes.
the courtyard, just milling about, waiting for this bullshit to happen. Suddenly, appearing magically in the courtyard is an older, high-up man in golden and black robes, large pointed ears, white hair pulled back into a very, very long ponytail. It shocks you a bit. It's the headmaster. The Lord and Headmaster of the Magisterium, Archmage Namora. A man that you've only seen in glances or in public affairs where he gets up and makes speeches to the students. 50 years ago. Looking around, scoffing at the place, he walks into the keep. Next, again, magically teleporting in with attention mages, is a half-elven man. Short of 20 years. Extremely well-dressed. Like a three-piece suit. Beautiful. In trims of gold and blue. His hair slicked back short, with this smug as fuck look on his face.
It's nature.
Now, I don't know, I didn't give it to you. He is talking to the people that came in a strange language.
What language is it?
Give me a history check.
Who's doing it?
Yeah. Unless you want to make one. You're old enough to make a history check.
We're gonna roll
I got
for then Dan comes with
15
it.
miles an hour.
15, yeah.
Yeah.
And Dan?
Like some Jersey boy, rich kid going in there. Go,
Just wait. You're rolling a history check, mate?
Yeah, I rolled a 16.
16, yeah. You two just standing there looking. You know what the language is. It's Coltieri. It's the language to the south.
Sierra?
Coltieri. Kolty
K-R-L-T-Y.
A-I-R. Coltier-N. Like Coltieri.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
The Coltieri Empire is to the south. Very high and mighty individuals. It's a strange country, amalgamation of elven and human cultures that have resulted in a high number of half-elves. They are a military-based nation, and they're the one that brought the cannons in the Lich War. They're walking around, just laughing, pointing at different things. And they walk into the keep. You're all getting ready to enter. One final person appears. Pretty much in the middle of you all. This beautiful lady. Her skin glowing in a golden light, dressed in tight leathers and a tailored coat. Small bright top hat slightly on her head. So, am I late, darling?
Yeah. Awesome. Who is she? Fucking fit and it's
Looking around. You're the group I heard a lot about.
Can I just say that I'm in love with her?
Just straight up. You're saying that? She holds out her hand. Darling, I get that off the top. My name is Starlight.
She's like an elf stripper. We're gonna have to find her.
I'm the Lady of the Night.
I was getting close with what I was saying.
I'm the advisor to the Mask. You not heard of the Mask?
We do a history check?
Oh, yes.
I was really close. I don't know what the mask is.
Yeah.
I just from like a bit of a crass background going, I've known a few ladies and nights.
I'm the only one who needs to know. 16. The Mask is the regent, lord, lady, whatever.
Regent first.
Regent person of Carnival. Yes. Carnival, ladies and gentlemen, is a city like no other. One of the northern free cities. Priding itself on tourism, casinos, and brothels. A place where anyone can come and make their wealth or lose it. People from all over the world go train bards, go to hone their skills. Anyone can make it in Carnival. The Mask is the region that is being in place since the city's inception. Nobody knows who they are. Because the title changes, the person changes. But they keep a hidden profile as to not incur assassins or
Harassment.
Shadowbreak, sort of like the Shadowbreak, yes. Anyone can come, anyone can leave, but if anyone breaks the rules of Carnival, oh, the consequences could be dire. She looks you up and down, she's like, aren't you a strong lot? My. Looking for a young, studly man.
Oh, goodness.
Tell me.
Yeah,
Awkward. Tell me, is there a Mrs. Or?
yes, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I don't do that.
Oh, thanks. I was like, just.
Maybe I can take my chances with the older man here. Gives a wink at Molazar.
Oh yes, what is your reaction? Does that little noodle have life in it?
Not my type, thanks.
Oh, darling. Maybe one day.
Bossy. Do they have to be more dead?
I love it.
What did you say? What did you say? Sorry, I didn't hear
No,
that.
I
I
said
didn't
they
hear that.
have to be more dead.
Yeah, I was actually going to say that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, darling, we
Hey,
can get along. I
Oh,
can
no,
make
every
people
day.
dead.
He prefers someone a little bit stiffer because he can't be.
Oh,
Oh, I love you. So that one comes out, she's like, oh, Starlight, my dear. I haven't seen you in years. He's like, looking as ravishing as always. And she gives him a kiss on the cheek. Is it too late for the negotiations, or is that happening inside? No, we're getting together. Oh, come, I'll show you in. And he leads her and he says, oh, friends, who's leading this? Who's taking control?
You're reasonable. I panicked last time. I'm not doing it this time.
Give it to the dad.
oh no.
Oh,
Oh.
It's the council. Make your please. What
Can-
we're saying.
Can we do it as a
Lord Blackmoss is the facilitator, as he said. He is the one that's hearing your pleas, but anyone and everyone is
we can vote?
part of the
Yeah,
decision.
they'll make the council make a group vote.
I'll be overseeing it, but
We've just invented.
I think one of you should do the talking. This is so I don't have to talk to myself for half an hour, guys.
But when the dreams democratic?
Yeah, I know.
Alright.
One of you picked to lead the negotiations. Everyone would be
I
Should we do it like the Tonys get like 2 people walk
would I
up?
have any knowledge of actual
Shouldn't we
Political
choose
negotiations.
Seen
the
it.
persuasion and
like
stuff?
surely?
Isn't that something pretty smart to base that on?
Okay, hold up.
Something like that, at least persuasion, performance,
I've got intelligence, but
intimidation,
no
stuff like
persuasion.
Yeah, look at persuasion.
I got a +4
Yeah,
persuasion.
Do you want to do it, babe? I think you've got the highest persuasion out of the group.
I think she would.
Persuasion for me is a 2. My intimidation's a 5.
Mine's like +1. We
And
need
my
knowledge.
charisma is a +2.
I'll allow you all to. I want one main person to delegate, but then you can all come in and do certain things at any time.
Yeah, 2 persuasion, 5 deception, 6.
It doesn't have to be you. You can come in and do, you can do work. I know.
+7. Oh, come on.
Also,
Come on, girl.
I do think insight's important as well,
Oh wait,
Yeah.
what's my insight?
which I have a +6.
Mine's only
Mine's
+4.
Mine's 0.
I can just imagine Molazar going, nah.
Yeah. Hold on. How's your persuading?
I mean, my persuasion's low, but if it comes down to the negotiation for the cannonball, I'm going to be pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
We need to
I mean,
gag the old man.
like,
So if you want to negotiate, it's probably not the best person to go up there because I'm just going to go no.
That's a hard sell, but that makes them more keen.
Right. Go on. One of you pick. Who's just leading?
Miranda, you've got the highest.
You can all come in.
We can all chip in and help you democratically.
You two.
Yeah.
All right. So exit. Okay.
Team.
Exit. All right. I'll get them seated. Come in. Who has it?
The what?
That,
The bowl.
that is absolutely no one's business.
Who's
Ah, you.
asking?
Excellent. Keep it on your side. Don't let them touch it.
Okay.
But, have it out to show them. They've got to see it through. They might want to inspect
No, I
it.
won't let go of it.
Okay, excellent. They might want to inspect it.
I think I still smell a little bit, so they won't come too close.
How about we cover like stay near and say like no one takes it from
Yeah.
You've got this too.
All right, I'll get them ready and I'll call you in. And the ashes starlight in, she leads you away. He's like, right, friends, bring it in. He comes in. Friends and delegates from
My mom won't.
cities all around Ronatel. My group here will take charge. And he gives it over to you.
Usually what we call Orcadi.
It's a big round table. You see the delegates and their lackeys all behind them, sitting there waiting to hear from you. What are you doing?
Nerve-wracking, isn't it?
So I kind of wasn't paying attention for a moment there. What are we doing?
Just greet her and say welcome.
You go. Yeah, you go.
So I'll get up there. I've actually tidied myself up a little bit at this point. I have a little patch over my dead eye.
Yeah. Oh, the lady commander gives you a nod from the corner. She's in there with a contingent of guards as well.
I
She gives you a nod. Yeah.
whole way. So it seems we've come across something that may be of interest to everybody in this room. Lady Elanna. Show up to them. So reveal it to them.
The faces all in the room just turn from smug to shocked.
I mean, I can be there for the exposition if nobody knows 100% what it is.
The Archmage looks at you and goes, "How did you find that?"
In a sphincter.
You hear Lord Price just, yes!
I'm panicking.
I feel like you're kind of like to do that little magic. You're the
I
magic.
was
The
thinking
magic.
saying, it's kind of reality.
And I'll just say, and after she's dead, then I'll just be saying, my lords, we've found this in the lair of an ex-follower of, obviously, the ex-follower of the previous plague of the land, the lich thing. My father fought in the war. I am much younger and of humbler birth, but I speak for everyone here, as well as my friend Nix'aa. Bringing it out towards anyone to convene a council of what should be done with this. Obviously, it is quite powerful and historical. What say you?
Well, look. The company representative talks with this group and he's like, we do believe that rightfully belongs to us. I suggest that you hand it over and we take it back to the Empire where it belongs.
Mullers our pipes up.
Yep.
Go off, King.
What do you mean, rightfully yours?
We crafted it, we made the cannon, we fired it.
That doesn't mean you're not going to use it again, though.
It does mean we will use it again. If any threat appears, we will use it to thwart it, as it should be done.
What makes your judgment the best judgment?
We are obviously the saviors of this land. The rest of you did not come up with the weapon to kill the Lich. We did. Now,
Everyone lost men during that fight?
yes, all great warriors, all dead, yes. Now, and he stands up. I am not fighting with you. I am not dealing with this. I will take this.
You should have found
And,
it last
And he comes over and walks straight towards you and goes to grab the orb.
Oh, alright. No. Like,
Hang on.
I'm going to cast suggestion on him.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm there. I can just do an intimidation check.
Hang on.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to suggest you don't do that.
All right. DC for that?
Wisdom save
I've got Misty Step.
Is it a charm?
16. Yeah, it is. Fuck, he's not charmable.
He just looks at you and it's like, back off, wizard man.
As
And he
I'm
goes to-
looking, I'm gonna Misty Step away.
Before you do that,
Misty Step.
you feel the orb go.
Confrontation. Fuck. No, I'm avoiding confrontation. By using Misty Step.
It's in.
No, he's avoiding. I think we should be the National Arcane Treaty Alliance so we can fantasy NATO.
No, it's targeting him. It's targeting him.
Oh, that's good.
Who's targeting me or him?
It's targeting the representative.
Oh, I'm gonna.
68.
Age.
That's perfect. He goes to grab it and he just looks at you. Just.
Yeah.
He's fucking terrified. He just backs up and goes, what is she? What did you do?
The orb is my boy. No, honestly, you should know what it's doing.
And he's just carrying the corner. Stop it, Caesar! And the
See,
yeah?
I'm just gonna sit there. Like, you guys obviously know what it's doing.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna sit. I'm just gonna.
yeah.
Are these guys coming towards me?
Yeah, the few mages that are with him all go to come closer to you. The orb targets them.
Can I?
99. Oh, well, they don't have sorcery points, so they don't get it, so it does nothing to them.
Please,
Can I-
Misty, step away.
Misty Step. I was gonna say, I was gonna do like intimidation, dad stare, like just don't do it.
The guards at the back of the room all level their rifles at the Courtier assembly, and you hear the lady commander go, "Now, boys, settle down."
And so I'll say, as this is kind of gone thing, I'll say, with all due respect to anyone here, possession is 9/10 of the law.
She gives you this weird look, like, really?
And I'm sure everybody here has a say. Any attempt to seize this by force will be met with, any further attempts with this to be seized by force will be met with the termination of negotiations for that specific party. You've all had your warning.
Can I also just be like, you guys should know what wild magic is. The orb's a pacifist.
You hear
And then
Starlight
I
go,
a little bit.
the cannonball, darling, is a pacifist.
It's a pacifist.
My. Interesting. And she just puts her feet up on the table.
Sometimes objects have a mind.
It's an ethical debate.
The Courtier representative says, I am done with this. And he just storms out.
Subclass.
Toodaloo.
We probably shouldn't have done it.
You hear from outside, you have made an enemy of this day.
Good.
You're
You made an enemy of yourself before? Is he so
We
scared
just
of me?
stood here.
Yeah, he's fucking frightened. That's
No.
what's left.
I want to yell back, so did you. We're getting very so kind of aggressive.
very aggressive, very fast.
Just anything else political, I'll be like, I'm just something to say once again, I'm from humble earth, but if this is all how you do business, and merchants in your own towns are much more effective than
Can I
you.
just chime in and be like, actually, this is particularly violent. Usually there's like maybe one death.
Lord Price speaks up. He's like,
I mean,
don't worry. I'm here on strict means from my king to see that this orb is put into a safe place. We believe that it should be put on display under close guard, within the city of North. Our capital. As a monument to our glorious defeat of the Lich and his armies. We are willing to offer you a permanent contingent of Violet Guard to watch over your keep.
Where would you be putting it in, Matt?
We would build somewhere for it. Or maybe in the palace.
Well, just thinking out loud, wouldn't?
Well, I'm from there, so
Well, wouldn't it just be? What if someone's standing by the case having a freaking argument? Everyone's taking the risk with the orb dealing with their shit. They want to put it on display. That's what they're like.
it has to
And
be
the other
like
thing,
a
because if it's
business.
there, you've got the, was it the Lich King? You said we don't know he's died. We saw one fellow of him still around that took this thing.
Yeah.
Yet again, are we saying you want to
So
declare
now if we wanted
it's right
to
there
play
to start again?
The Archmage pipes up. He's like, I agree with the druid. The Magisterium is willing to take the artifact and bury it deep within our vault. Further study and watch. We are willing to offer you a few magical items for your new fledgling group. And a magical automaton to keep your keep defended.
I mean, we could.
You can get that built too.
On
The magical representative. Yeah. That's a bit much, isn't it? Belongs to all of us. Starlight pops up. Hang on. She puts her. Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, really? Oh, darling. I have just got word from the mother. They are offering you 20,000 gold and to rebuild this keeper to its former glory, free of charge, in return to giving it to them.
In doing what?
They're a collector. They just wanted, and also they will find it extremely funny just to piss everyone else off.
kind of respect that, but also
Yeah.
with the metal ones, was my parents were part of the war? Would they have studied the magic that went into it and how
Probably.
we warred against it?
You'd only know if you asked them.
I mean, I would have asked them about that. I wasn't even allowed over here.
They wouldn't have mentioned anything about the cannonball itself. Oh, anyway, you know that Cultier Empire had the most input into it. They made the cannon, they made the thing, they worked with.
But what I know about
Not yet. You'd have to go and check it out yourself, to be honest. The other two pipe off, they're like, you can't just outright buy an item like this. It's too powerful to be kept in some collector's hoard. It should be studied, it should be one to watch, and it should be with people that know about it.
I probably wouldn't get to.
I would
Good point, Jim.
I would be like, just like you used to see, like, you see Yagnar especially do. Just keep it down a bit. Like,
I'll once again say, you know, you all have never been to your own markets, have you?
I mean,
Yeah. It's marked all the time.
The owner of something to be sold is the highest bidder.
yeah, but then we also have no control over what happens to it.
we want to be.
I'm saying just from my
Also, does
I
do
feel
we really
I
care
can't
about the
follow
money?
this
Money
guy.
has to
I feel like the private sales will be the safest option because
Well, 'cause
nobody
then
knows
it's
who
in
the
a
mask
private
is.
collection. It's
And nobody
not
knows who the mask is
accessible.
because the person changes.
Yeah,
I guess then politics wouldn't get involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
but I think
always leads to fighting, which then.
But then they
Are
could
we-
also
are we-
just go and be a massive supervillain.
Should we make this like a private sector, like we talk about this deliberate, right? Because
we like
Convene.
decide to
Sidebar.
step
Yeah.
away as a group and discuss
Mighty
our
Ghost
options.
Excellent. All right, yes, indeed. And we'll go out. And I'll take them out and whatever it says. And you can now discuss the best course of action. You've heard all of their offers, some better than others, and it's at lower price. It's like, well, it's all I got to give, isn't it? We are blockaded at the moment. Our coffers are running dry because of these pirates.
It's the last part of it.
No, no. I'd say you've heard of the mask. It's spelled MASQU.
I've been writing all of this.
Yes, they are. If you've ever seen, if you've ever seen a Venetian masquerade, the big full face masks, the big suits. No one knows what gender they are,
Like the
what
Venetian
species
children.
they are, what their real name is, or what their true voice is, because it's distorted. It is a very hidden person.
I mean, if we're not keeping the orb ourselves, I say we go with
What-
that
Well, there's-
direction.
There's one thing I will say, just be like, they all want it.
Why?
Right, because actually we need to, if we are not keeping this thing ourselves, which I believe is going to put us in great danger, leverage them for the best they want. Carnival seems like a sovereign state.
You
It
can
is
always,
its own free city, unaffiliated.
you can always ask them for more money.
Well, no, I am actually going to suggest hedge their bets with Carnival being a bit of a sovereign state, that it would be part of their collection, perhaps for even a bit of a reduced price, where that will be the housing of the orb, the object, but with provisos that there is a delegation of some wizards that may be allowed to study it under guard from some of the other more martial people, as well as Carnival, in exchange for the majority of the portion, because 20,000 gold for something this historical and important isn't actually that much. So I would suggest trying to broker an agreement where Carnival is Switzerland and we get it all. Like,
This bank is the most corrupt in the world.
I like that idea.
This
But
is
I-
real life.
Switzerland doesn't exist in game. I'm just trying to make everyone
I'm sorry.
understand what I'm doing.
I like that idea, but I don't see why we need to give up our money.
I don't know.
I don't see why we need to give up points.
It's a magical
Yeah.
No, that's what he's saying.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
they-
We're going to start. I suggest starting negotiations with give us what you've got, and it's a thing. If the wizards want to study it, they're not saying they want to hold it. They want to study
Yeah.
it. They can still study it.
They have to
in
pay to
Carnival.
study.
I still want something from the wizard's bar.
Yeah,
But
that's,
give me
Yeah,
that.
I want magic items, and I want a
Yeah,
defense
okay,
tower.
we're
'Cause
on the same
if we're going to bring citizens into this, we need to defend it more. We can't just have. We've got people who are like from 50 years scarred trying to do this
Well,
stuff.
both of them
But-
offered to rebuild the keep, so either way we're going to get that because Carnival offered to rebuild it to its former glory. As
I also
well.
know some dudes that
So-
deal with that.
yeah.
Like that side of it, yeah.
Put it this way. I'm going to suggest that they hire out a suite at Caesar's Palace.
So like a penthouse or something.
And it is a delegate. It is literally the United Nations of all.
No, wait, no, I had a name for it. It's the National Arcana Treaty Organization. It's NATO.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Great time for that, Maggie. Great time.
Bit too real.
Can we just put our greed aside for 1 second? The only people that have approached us today that can protect this orb at all costs are the wizards. It was made to destroy them.
Wasn't it made to destroy a lich, not them?
It's made to destroy not just necromancy, it's the magic school.
And that's why I suggest wizards help guard it.
Study it.
Half it, from everything I know.
But what I'm
half you
saying
join
is-
the Lich.
If we keep it wherever you guys have suggested to keep it, it's not safe enough. I'm saying we need to keep it in a much more safe area, and the only people here that can do that are the wizards.
But
And I thought.
how do we know we can trust the wizards?
Sorry, what was that?
How do we know we can trust the wizards? I don't know if you can hear me.
You can.
He's thinking.
I can. I'm thinking now.
That's his thinking.
That's exactly the point, though. You don't know any of these people from the bar side.
Yeah, but do the alliances, do the wizards have alliances though? Because that's one thing.
The Magisterium itself, you would all know this, and he would know as well. He would know a lot of it. Is think of it like if Hogwarts was its own like sovereign state.
My God, they kill children.
Yeah. It is very isolationist, and it is full of the smartest and craziest motherfuckers in this world.
Exactly. The
Craziest
crazy are the ones fucking it up, bro.
Think of it like this. If there was a country in this world where science had no boundaries, well, raising the dead, this is that place. Magic is performed and tested over and over on different things, on different people and different objects.
So they're like,
Oh,
It
I don't
is.
like that. That's
So, in my opinion, if this has been
But they're the most well versed in this.
That's not all.
yeah,
Like,
I'm still. I
See-
think
see,
what you're
that's-
saying.
are we hearing this in?
that's like Unit 7.
No, yeah, like you would have known this. He would have been able to tell you. Yeah,
And I'll just point out, like, sounds like a fancy way to explain the exact same situation we're in with the other.
There's not much ethics with wizards, you know?
but we talk about
I don't know about ethics.
we talk about,
There is.
It's just in my background. I say I don't know much about ethics, but I know that whoever wants it pays the highest, and they all want it, so they can work together, give us what we need. And I'm going to say that's my
Well,
vote.
we
You
don't-
guys decide.
We don't need anything from this interaction.
We
That's the
need-
thing. You guys want money. We don't need anything
But
from the
keep like
interaction.
falling apart with no money and there's more people and refugees coming.
We can make money. We've made money this whole time.
That's
I'm just saying, make a educated decision, not fueled by greed.
I mean, we could actually just do.
Why don't we go into the
It's made. It's
the amount of
filled
money?
with wild magic. We
Well,
could just
we
do
need
the
to
next
read.
chaotic decision.
Not being greedy, we're just getting our payday that was promised to us. I don't see it as being greedy because we went to the bank to get the gold to bring back to get paid.
you're all in.
Yeah, but we weren't expecting $20,000. You heard $20,000 and your eyes widen and we're like, whoa, yeah, we're gonna get paid.
Well, that's
It's
why
not
we're
about
having a
the
discussion
$20,000.
about what, like conditions we can put into place. Because if we just wanted the money, I would have said yes right then and there. But no, we're having a discussion so we can figure out what we want from these people because we hold the power. So we can get less money and get what we want if that's what you want.
I just think fantasy NATO can work.
I,
I'm so in love with you.
and I'm going to say, oh man, you could spend 1,000 gold a day for the next 20 days, and you still wouldn't. You'd only get about 4 days into it before you died. So.
All right, though, mate. I've lived twice the amount of lives that you've lived. Before you start talking about something you weren't born for, you should start standing in your place and fucking learn from the people around you.
I mean, if we really want to talk about age,
And all of a sudden, I might learn, but you'll be dead and you won't see it.
how old are you, Mother?
What did you say?
How old are you?
I'm 70.
I'm 244. Bitch.
So you were around?
Yeah.
So you understand what happened then?
And I was around long before it, and there was just as many things. It's true, though. History.
At this point,
I'm actually with her.
I know. So am I.
I feel like you know really well, but I'm taking a little bit.
They're all doing stuff. I'm like, look at what I've done.
You can tell you're drawing
But the group is coming together.
so let's get this right. We've got 2 parties here. We've got the wizards that we're not sure about, which will give us magic items and something to fence the castle.
Well, the wizards
But
also tell us about their discoveries with it though?
Yeah, but that's
Or will they just keep it all to themselves? Malza?
We don't.
Would you be able
No,
to
they normally share their discoveries.
with just other wizards though?
I'm pretty sure. Oh, you can correct me on that.
could we just work
The
that
part
out?
of you goes, yeah, they will. But then you think, like, this is a very powerful object. Maybe not. Maybe they take it, keep it to themselves, and bury it away. There have been a few objects like that in the past, but it's not common knowledge if they do so.
No, so we've got people that we can understand that will protect the orb and not let it go into state where it repeats itself possibly. However, we've got a collector here that no one knows anything about.
But that's also an unknown variable.
Yeah, but I'm saying when you look at it from a situation there too, he's someone that could do anything and we know nothing about. No one knows what he is. No past, no history, no future, no anything about him. He could be literally working for Lich himself, or even be enraged for anything. There's
But
so
there's
much.
been wizards who are working for the Lich.
I mean,
I just think that's how grounds to
He'd
stand.
also
You
be
know?
housing it with, he gets to keep it there for his collection. The wizards do it.
I still think that we should make agreement with both parties because that way there's three of us in on it.
Oh,
There's-
because there's the military party as well that
Wow.
they could send a delegation to.
I wouldn't
I
trust
was gonna say I don't know if I'd get the military. And
I would know about that, Brett.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
was
like,
gonna
he's
put
got-
it
he
out
wanted-
there personally.
But I just think it's good to have more
Plus, he's
than
not
one
putting it
party
in front of
involved
everyone.
with this orb because otherwise, what one party?
Well, so you want to do it so with the two parties, so the Starlight Party. We're gonna put it out. Carnival, and then we've got the Wizarding Party. Are we looking to negotiate with them on a sharing party and go from there too?
And trying to get magical items.
Yeah.
But also,
Also not-
in the deal, I also want it to be in the deal that they are sharing what they learn about this
Yeah.
orb with us.
We'll have a contract.
What do you-
Having a
I
contract.
don't want it to
Yeah.
just be about the items.
Putting aside what we get from it.
Yeah.
Well, I think ideally we want Carnival to house it, one, because we know that they can keep identity and stuff safe.
Mhm.
But the wizards have the opportunity to learn from it.
Yeah.
And then whatever we get from that, we get from that. That's a different topic. But
Yeah.
like,
What if
do
they
we
want?
agree that we think that is the best outcome is we negotiate
safely
that
and
it's
learn.
a team effort? Yeah.
And whatever they learn from it, they can inform us, or they can inform. Do we
Yeah,
want to know?
they can use it for themselves, but also tell us, like, ideally.
Yeah, like we like stuff because we don't know what could happen.
They have to be open to answering our questions about
Do we know
everything.
how Lich is made?
No.
Okay.
Also,
Because if someone did, that'd already be there.
I respect that.
also, one other thing can I do while we're arguing? Can I, just for Mulder's intentions, can I roll an insight check?
On Molza?
Yes.
Yes. Now, tell me, what are you looking for with Molza?
So when he's talking specifically about the study of it, and they can keep it the most safe, and then they will share their secrets type of thing. So I'm looking at the genuineness of what he is saying.
Yep, roll an inside check.
You just make it a group name.
18.
18. Now, I believe you were
Well-
being genuine with that.
I'm being 100% genuine. Like,
That's cool.
from what I've seen, I don't want that to fall in the wrong hands and wipe off all of magic. I might have a misunderstanding of this, Carl, but
No,
that's
you're doing
basically
fine.
how I.
You're doing fine.
No, you're doing great. But so, what do you personally want out of it? Just to prevent.
I want it to
disaster?
just be like. Basically, I don't want it to fall in the wrong hands. I want to find out as much information from it as possible so that people cannot recreate this
But then,
or steal it.
if the Koltharans already made it, couldn't they technically recreate it?
Yes and no.
If they get the amount of resources from it. There's a lot of
yeah,
resources that
like,
go
not
into
giving,
it.
Not giving it to them or anything, but like on that logic, wouldn't they? If they've made one, they would be able to make another
They
somehow, right?
could possibly.
They haven't made one in 50 years.
They haven't needed to.
Yeah, but 50 years isn't that long. Also, only 70.
Especially for a group of individuals that live 3 times as long as most people in the
And there
world.
hasn't been another lich, so there's been no reason to. But if they think, oh, someone else has got one now, we need one.
Lord Elwyn peeks his head in the door. He's like, have we come to an understanding yet? These people are getting restless.
Very shortly.
Yeah.
I'd suggest, how about we'll just do a vote.
Can we ask if there's wizards that are willing to live in Carnival full time? So
Oh, we
that
don't
full-time-
have to ask. We're in all positions of power. We'll just
Yeah.
tell them.
Well, yeah,
This is
but to
what's
put
happening.
it out there that
I mean,
there is
we
wizards that
send
are
a
willing to
contingent
move
of
there
purple
full
guards
time.
to
Yeah,
guard the
they'd move
wizards.
them.
You gotta ask.
Yeah, but I'm
Wizards are-
picturing.
All right. Well, okay. How about we just put it to a vote? What direction we're going to try and do before we go?
Yep.
That's why I'm saying I think it needs to be
Should we either vote on thing, or should we hand a D4 to the DM?
That's too chaotic.
It's you guys.
I think the majority is on the same page.
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah, it's more
Pudding.
regarding-
You're role playing really well there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit
I
scared.
just think it's too powerful of an item to give to any one
Agreed.
group of people. I think
Agreed.
to keep it
Yeah.
the most safe, it needs to be checked on, because if you give it to just one group of people, then they could
And it
hide
should
it
be
away. They
hidden
could do
away.
something with
And
it.
that's
Where
what I'm
if we put
should be transparent.
if we
Should we-
put the I can't think of the word, but whatever it is, like the rules in place that
Like a contract.
it's like
The wizards
it's
always
a
have access to it.
two-person
It's not-
thing, so that they have to keep each other
Yeah.
on check.
Yeah,
Yep.
like,
Like Blood Oath magical contracts.
well, not blood because
Are we-
blood magic is illegal.
Are we
But
looking at
necromancy.
the wizard and Starlight? We look at
No, necromancy is not okay.
Oh, I'm only looking for wizard and stuff.
Yeah.
Same.
So, what do we
I
do?
think all three makes it messy if we keep it between
I don't
two.
like the. So I'm just right. I don't like the
Personally?
King one. I don't like them.
I'm from that city.
Yeah.
Do not bring him.
Yeah, no, I don't want to. Because he was.
No,
like I said, if he was willing to put the orb in front of everyone else where they can fight and all that stuff and set it off and go crazy,
And also, like,
clearly has no brains at all.
that family's been going on the rails for decades.
So
So-
we're going to come back in very shortly because it's getting thing, and I've got certain things I want to get to in this game because we led up to it.
Sorry.
Let's get to. I'm just going to say straight up. I'm going towards the wizard and Starlight sharing the thing contract situation there. Very.
Magical contract.
Okay. And we're trying to get as much as we can down.
All right, the delegation comes back in. They sit down. And the archbishop says, "So, what has your group come forward with then?"
Okay, so we believe that this item is too powerful to give to any soul group. So what we've come to an agreement on, is an agreement between Carnival and the Wizards.
You hear Lord Price go, "What? Was Atlanta not even considered in the idea?"
Everything was considered. This is what we came to.
And the archbishop comes forward.
This meal?
Hmm?
Do you recognize me at all? Not really.
No. He's ready. So the Archmage Starlight leans, and Starlight's like, we're intrigued, darling. What did you have in mind?
So our proposition is that the item is kept with yourself, Carnival with mask. Obviously due to the mask's power to be able to stay secret and elusive and the power that you hold there, we feel that it will be safe there.
Mm.
However, we do feel that the educational purposes, like the education that can be gained from this, is an absolute must. So we do want to put in place an agreement that the wizards are able to have access to learn and to learn from this.
Study,
to learn, study.
and report back to everyone. Like
And
this.
Delegation of it's based
Yeah.
in Carnival.
And gain
Yeah.
The express purposes.
All right. The
Well, he said-
Archmage looks at Starlight, gives her a look up and down. We still get to investigate? Would that be right with your master? I'll check that. My lord. Lady. Master. They have... Oh, you're watching. Okay.
What if it's garage or
Mhm.
something?
Hmm. All right. They have agreed
Mhm.
on terms Number one, you lot deliver it personally.
Yes, I love the orb.
Number two, it's today with me. And number three, these idiots stay far away from them as possible.
These idiots being.
No, these Maggie types.
No, they have to.
How are they going to study it?
Oh, they just don't enter or converse with the mask at all.
So they can study it, but they don't talk to the mask.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Okay, so it's like no talk. Okay,
Is that
What is
acceptable terms?
What does the Archmage say?
And I was just like, as long as we get to look at it.
can we have that in a contract? So they.
Yeah, we need that shit
And
right.
And then they would be, mages would be looked after in perpetuity and not in perpetuity, however you pronounce it.
Lord Price is just like,
I wasn't paying you out for school.
well, what of Elanna? Are we allowed to study it as well? We have mages. And you hear the archmages laugh. Yes, you do.
Hey, I mean, my family's magical family from the I'm going to take a little bit of offense.
But you got to look at the magic from like mage compared to
Your
mage.
buffoons can come with us as well.
Where did they get their mages from? Wouldn't they have got their mages from the same place?
Some of them have smaller schools.
I have
But-
a family, baby.
Yeah, but these are like, they're not of cal. There's also self-taught like yourself that are here.
What about
Yeah, but even I went to the fucking school.
Yeah.
what?
Sorry, I didn't mean to swear that.
What's this?
I don't know, yeah.
I don't
No,
know.
we're good. So, Lord Elwin produces a contract, and he starts to amend it a bit.
Have we all agreed on our compensation, by the way?
Oh, yes. What?
We're not diplomats here.
We nearly died getting this thing.
Well, darlings, the mask is offering quite a lot of money.
This also has to be split between
Yeah.
six.
It's,
And we need
no,
to-
no, it's still the same thing.
Oh,
Just that they were offering one for one.
No, you misunderstand. The mask is offering, she points at Lord Elwin, him 20,000 gold and rebuilding the castle in his name. You lot, there's something else in store for you. Much more beneficial.
And the wizards with their magical items.
Yes, we'll give you some small magical items.
and the
Small wasn't specified.
We would like medium.
You find that chicken line.
I hope it's
was the magical tank, whatever the hell, the protector as well. Was that not agreed on?
That's part
Ah,
of the
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we will send the automaton as well. Is this satisfactory?
Mm-hmm.
So that's satisfactory to me, darling. She signs the paper.
I'll just quickly make eye contact with Maggie Ellenwood.
Yeah,
See if she's just.
she's looking just annoyed.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
And the major's like, if you agree to these terms, I am too. He signs the paper. Yeah?
Once we have it back, can I make a copy of it and keep it on myself?
Yes.
Alright.
Very well.
Email trail. I'm gonna keep copies.
No. It's
Trails are
just,
important.
it's just amazing to think about. Like I didn't think of it at all.
Sorry, I want to get through this.
Sorry, I just.
So the delegation gets up. Lord Bryce nods and off he goes. Starlight is waiting there for you guys. Molotov. The Archmage approaches you. You got old, boy.
And you got slack because I just put down one of your old teachers.
I heard about that. We've been searching for him for a long time. How are you? Molotov at nightfall.
Could be better.
Interesting.
State's flaring up again.
It seems like you're still studying even in this age. Quite interesting.
We will never stop studying.
Well,
I'll study until I die.
Most of your classmates achieved higher station within the school. You, however, look to be
We just type in that none of his other classmates found the orb.
Indeed, they did not.
I'm gonna give you points.
Before I go, Mr. Nightwalker, I've heard that your study group are still alive. They're running amok. Causing all sorts of terror around me. I advise you to watch yourself. And if I find you've been using the band magics, I'll put you down myself. Do you hear me?
I look forward to that day.
Indeed. Now, I have other merchant matters to get to. You best be off with that orb. I will send a delegation to see the masks in due haste. Let them know. He walks outside, just go on. Starlight walks up, say, why isn't he got a stick up his ass? A stick up its ass. I can take us home. Well, my home. Maybe your new home, if you like it that much. They are waiting for you. And the object. Your peg.
Alright. Can we get our stuff?
Oh, yes, take your time.
Yeah.
You wander around, grab all your stuff, get your things. And come out to the courtyard. Oh, no one's there. Well, that was quite nice. An automaton, the place rebuilt, perfect. I can't believe I found such a professional group of individuals.
Some of that fortune was promised to us, Lord Blackmoss.
Oh, do not worry. The money will go to rebuilding houses for these people, and anything left, I'll surely have left for you guys. Now go.
Wasn't everything going to get rebuilt? Or is it just a castle?
The castle gets rebuilt. He's going to use it for the townsfolk that came. Now, you best go. We can't let our new buyer waiting.
Okay.
He's like, come now, darlings. Cuddling close. Closer. And she just rubbed up against you. Maybe not. Are you ready? Darlings. It's kind of and she clicks. The air just sweeps from your lungs as you... And you're in this beautiful hall. Fountains, music playing, fireworks going off, and you're looking around, golden statues. And at the end is a large desk. Sitting at it in this big blue mask with beautiful painted lips and eyebrows. Kind of like my dad, yeah? This big dress, puffed out. There's an individual sitting there. So, hello. It seems that you have accepted my offer. Do you have the object in question?
Yes.
Please bring it here.
I'll give him a up.
They hold out a hand and take it. Interesting. Trusted lot you are. And it disappears. Don't worry, it's somewhere safe.
You do need to tell the wizards, though.
Ah, yes, I've heard about that. Those idiots.
We've got the paperwork.
Now-
I've got the paperwork.
Got my carbon copy.
I hear you solve problems. And I have a great problem of my own.
So we do.
Now,
Okay, here we go.
it seems like you have trust issues.
So can you read mine?
Thing is, I will not, I'll not. I was watching a conversation. Delegating quite ingenious. compromise. I have a very dire job for you. If you accept. The pay is good.
What about it?
Yeah, we're still.
mean-
Yeah.
Oh, the payment for the orb.
Yeah.
They click and this big chest appears. Don't worry, I'll send that straight back to Starlight here. But you are what I'm actually interested in. The orb, that was only a means to get to you. Indeed. I like doing things elaborately. Something has been stolen from me. Something very important. I want you to get it back.
What has been stolen from you?
That is a big question.
Well, last time we got asked to grab something, it ended up being something else, and then we ended up grabbing another
No, you don't have to worry about that. They sit up and they stand up.
Wait, like people?
You mean like the mask?
Yeah, this
Oh,
big dress is trailing behind them, like, just obscuring them.
that's like, I'm sorry.
Now, yeah, I'll try to end it now.
No, I didn't mean
Do you not believe me?
It's not that I don't believe you. We're just basing our knowledge on our experiences.
I have dealt with your kind. People after money, after power, after things.
I'm not after money.
Interesting. They click their fingers, and you can see out the windows, this bustling city just goes black.
Oh,
You've got nice shades.
lights. See,
They walk over to a cabinet, open it up, and pull out a bottle on the weekend. Sick of the charade. And they stop and click their fingers. The veil over them falls away. Standing there, I'll get ready for it.
Oh,
Standing there in beautiful red and gold, three-tailored suit, his long black hair down to his ass, is a red tiefling.
yeah, do it.
I couldn't resist that. I'm leaving on this. Turns around. Friends, my true name is Nivian Garage.
Yeah.
Nivion
Oh, God.
Garad. Oh, people, you learn about Garage. I have a problem. My shit's been taken and I can't do fucking anything. And I want you to help me.
No problem, Grad.
And that's all we're in tonight.
Yeah.
All right. Gerard back.
Alright, the notes are absolute bullshit.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will elaborate on my magnum opus next game.
Oh, poor baby. Amazing.
The excitement.
You just made this campaign.
I've been waiting.
Yeah, I feel like it has to be
No,
Gerard.
I know we're headed next. You guys made a really good choice. So you just gave a magical giant cannonball to the pimp wizard.
So what?
To the pimp wizard.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next game for the delightful romp through my version of Las Vegas, the Carnival.
Grad.
Yeah. Gerard.
See you in 2 weeks.
Oh wait, sorry, it's 3 pages, not 4.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.